Hey, sup? What's going on? I'm ready to get this easy bar right here. I haven't done my dailies yet. To finish the One Piece chapter? It's out already? Play the new Raido game. I'm gonna play it over the weekend. I sure ain't, bro. I sure ain't, bro. I still got 100 line and thinking SMT and thinking Ring Factory and thinking Stellar Blade to play. Hi Mo. You curse me? My warmness was 14 HP away from 60k and a multi-attack awakening. Can you not reroll your artifact anymore? Better, yup. My artifact is level 4 HP. Should have rolled higher HP, bruh. Did you get the highest HP on the thing? Have you done the comedy route in 100 line yet? No, but I really want to. I definitely see the most spoilers from the comedy route on Twitter, which isn't even to say that I'm mad about seeing the spoilers. It's more so I just really want to know what the heck's happening. Love the pre-go or ramble. Good. I'm glad. That one was pretty fun. Misspoke. I was 14 HP away from 60k. Rerolled regular rings to go from 1350 to 1500 HP, but lost skill cap. Oh, so you hit it? Bruh, just keep rerolling your rings then. You got it easy. I'd much rather, if you told me I could reroll my ring, if you told me I could reroll my ring in order to just get max HP and skill cap, then I'd be happy. Someone please kill me. What happened, kid? I also need to pick up 100 line as well. I hit it, yeah, but I'm out of rings. Just have regular ones. Come hit PVHL with me, brother. Just go farm more rings. Also got Soul Invoker yesterday and Triple Stone only to get her again from the scamster today. Bruh, you got her yesterday and then you decided you stoned her overnight? Why didn't you just wait? I'll work on rings moving forward. When I carry me in Super Ultimate Bahala. I say something? Can I be vulnerable, chat? Yeah, Sarsil. What do they hear? I forgot when I got her. And we probably get a Assumption scam shit. That's crazy work, bro. I'm annoyed that the secondary classes need to unlock row 5 classes don't have access to their skills. You'll get over it. What skill do you even want? Chapter done. Time to go hit that scam shit. Want the tuning or the healing skill from Mariachi on Lumberjack? What the heck? What the heck? Bro, we can't be complaining about getting Invoker. I got Hecate, brother. Bro, but Hecate's hot. I want Boogeyman skills on Robin Hood. I think she means the ultimate master skills. Oh. Alright, but that's what makes those skills, or that's what makes those classes unique. Row 5 skills on the row 4 class is what she meant. Oh, but then they wouldn't be row 5 classes. Or they wouldn't be row 4 classes. Be like their own thing. classes can use row 5 skills. Trying to get Soul Invoker. Hey, good luck. GBF has sapped my will to live? What? I don't know if it's that serious, bruh. God dang it, Scamcha broke me, bro. Why? You never done a Scamcha before? You know they're called Scamchas for a reason, right? I don't think Legend got Soul Invoker. Got any interesting IRL lore for us, Mr. Streamer? Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. If you don't follow me on Twitter. So, my parents were in Tiki, New York recently, and I got them to give me some pizza. I got them to give me some pizza. Finally, I've eaten a pizza that clears the 9s. Crispy pizza, crispy with a K in New York. That place, I'm giving it a 9 too. That place is disgustingly good, bro. It's disgustingly good. It's crazy too. I really wish I had been there because they're one of the places that keeps showing up in like my YouTube. Like they have a whole bunch of like shorts on their YouTube channel, so I see their pizzas all the time. So like thinking like I really wanted to try it, and I was like, you gotta go to this place. You gotta go to this place and bring me back some pizza. So I got there thinking the one that I really wanted was the grandma pie, which is it's like a thin crust Sicilian pizza. I really wanted to try that, bro. That joint was so good. I also tried, because my parents, they got the margarita pizza, so I tried that. I don't know, I'd say the margarita pizza was probably like it was still pretty high. I'd probably give that maybe like 8.6, something like that. But that grandma pie, bro, that joint was a 9 too. And that's the crazy thing too, is like they literally came back. They did kind of like refrigerate it in like a cooler, but I didn't even get that joint fresh, and I already gave it a 9 too. So if I had eaten it there, that joint probably would have been like a 9.5 or something, if I could have eaten a slice like fresh. So yeah, that place is disgustingly good. As a New Yorker, pizza's king here, as it should be, bro. As it should be. So that's my IRL Ticking lore. Let's see my Ticking Colossus. Dude, I'm slowly but surely. Soon, I'll have this. Alright, I'm gonna Ticking bar farm, bro. I don't even know what I want to bar farm for. I've been like so close, like I've been trying to figure out my I've been trying to figure out this seeking this. I've been trying to figure out this Cosmos Filato like hardcore. I've been like trying to figure out if there's a weapon I can throw in here, but I don't know, bro. It seems too unpredictable. I don't even know if the Garrison or the Sadala weapon would fix it. Like, I'm like so close to barring stuff to try and fix it, but I really think the best solution is just to keep using this grid and just swap this thing to the light damage reduction, I won't lie. That's kind of what I want to do. But I don't know, it kind of works though if I literally just like, cause I did Cosmos full auto earlier and I just, pretty much I just healed before the first, like the 75% and I healed after the 75% and then it was just okay after that. But ideally I don't want to heal at all. So I don't know what else I can do though. Dark just seeking sucks, man. And I don't remember why I took Nier out of this comp, but I'm pretty sure I took Nier out of that comp for a reason. So I don't want to do that either. Only 60 days to go. I'm getting too squishy. I think I need to hit the gym too. My math ain't mathing. I'm officially 50 pounds over my target weight. But also I need to get an allergy panel done so I know what foods I can eat. I'm pretty sure I have a mild coconut allergy. No, you should hit the gym, Starsill. Start lifting the weights. Start lifting the weights. Start getting on treadmills. Start going for walks. Soul Invoker in your bar farming grid now? Yes. Yes, she is. But yeah, I don't even know. Like, I want to bar something for dark, but I actually don't even think it's gonna fix my issue. I'll keep it a stat. Oh snap! What's going on with Gwen, bruh? Gwen. Dude, you know I was actually thinking. I was farming. I tried farming this a bit earlier, and like, unironically, I was like this close. I was this close to buying Race Velger, and then I realized that the Mana Diver setup can just seeking get my honors in like 5 turns anyway. So I was just like, yeah, that's not worth it still. Dude, Race Velger is just like never getting bought, bro. This is like never getting bought. I need such a good reason to buy Race Velger and I can't find it. Got a bar, thanks for the stream. Yeah, I'm glad you're thanking me because you're permanently banned, so that's all you're allowed to watch. Yeah, I don't even know when my last seeking bar even was. I'll be real with you. And I'm about to be out of EP. God damn, bro. I don't even know how many seeking potions I have either. About to be out of these too. And it's Guild War soon. At least I'll get some berries back for Guild War, but I ain't getting no potions back. Can't ban all of us. I sure can. What'd you get from the scam, Mr. Dirt Streamer? The summon one? I didn't roll it. I already have everything. I already have everything. I did roll it. I would have rolled for Soul Invoker, but when I rolled her originally, I got too fucking antsy, and I was like desperately trying to figure out stuff in my head to test with her for Womdus HP, and I couldn't figure it out in my head, so I just seeking 3-stoned her. So yeah, so there was no point in me rolling the scale. I heard even if walk long distances daily because your body is used to it, you're not really exercising. Is that cap or not? Like something about being less effective? I don't think that's true at all. I don't think that's true at all. I think the only way that that's true is if you let's just say in your normal. Well, see, I don't even think that's true though, because literally anything that you do above what you normally do is gonna push you into an exercise mode. And if you move long distances on top of whatever you've been doing, then that's a long distance on top of whatever you've been doing before. So it's like if you normally in your day to day, just in your work or something, you walk like 3,000 steps or something. If you start walking like 6,000 steps because you start just walking in the evenings and you do another 3,000 steps on top of that, then your body's not going to be used to that because your body is used to walking around 3,000 steps every day, not 6,000. So I don't think so. I will say though, I don't think you can. I don't think. I mean, I think walking can help for weight loss, but I don't think only walking is not gonna it's not gonna push you to really lose weight. You gotta do something else. Specifically, like diet more than anything else. You gotta have a diet that's not trash, but like even if you fix your diet like a lot, I don't think just walking is it's not gonna get you down a massive amount of weight. You might lose like a couple pounds, but you're not gonna drop like 10, 20 pounds just walking. As long as you burn more calories than you consume, even walking will help lose weight. Yeah. I need to do hard work. Yeah, you gotta do something. You gotta do something. I mean, you don't have to lift weights though. You could go play tennis or something if you like tennis. Like any type of physical activity that you're not normally doing will help you. But it's mostly just about doing something that you're not usually doing. Save Umiken? Save Umiken from what? She on this? Oh, she on this list. Luminera? I think she can handle it. I don't think she needs Whoops. I don't think she needs saving. I think she needs speeding up. I'm pretty sure she can solo it by herself. She just don't want to solo it by herself. But she be alright. Also, I'm relocked anyway. What's worse is that I have exercise-induced asthma, so my activities are very limited. Can still do stuff though, like swimming, brisk treadmill walking, or weight training. I mean, that's all you need. That's all you need. That's all you need. Like literally those three things is like that's fine. That's a good mix too. Alright, let me come last hit this. Dang, I can't even get a freaking whatchamacallit. I can't even get a chest thing. I really gotta hit the boss for real. Oh, bye to those guys. Rip those guys, I guess. Dang, man. Alright, there you go. Bet. Yeah, I feel like the thing about weight training is like not only do you burn calories by weight training, but like you essentially like when you get muscle, you kind of force your body to burn more fat without you having to do anything. Like that's like the real goal, because essentially when you get those muscles are going to be like constantly hungry, which means they're going to constantly be trying to intake more and more stuff. So then it's like if you're in a calorie deficit and you have more muscles than you have like right now, if you're in a calorie deficit, your muscles got to get that seeking energy from somewhere. So they're going to start grabbing it from that excess fat. That's why weight training is like so strong, cuz you're just training your body to you're training your body to be able to burn more fat by you just surviving. That's the thing. And that's kind of the crazy thing about living just in general too, because it's like, I don't know if you've ever done an in-body before, but like on my in-bodies, like I think I burn like 1,800 something calories like a day just by being alive. So it's not even really that hard to like end up in a deficit if you just don't eat like trash. Cuz your body's already doing a lot just by you living. Just by like you breathing and like your heart pumping blood and like all that stuff. Plus, again, like how Mo said before, like when you're just like walking around, like if you gotta walk to like a freaking office or something, like that you're not really counting that joint as exercise, but it's still technically burning calories. Exactly. I don't know why there's this big debate in relation to this topic. Some people strongly believe lifting doesn't burn fat more effectively. I don't know, bro. I doth, I doth not know. Trying to eat less trash, but I'm on the road a lot. Getting veggies is harder. Probably why I've gotten squishier. I'm just, I don't know. I mean, the thing about it though is you can still try and make like healthier choices, even if it's not all just like veggies. Like for example, if you go to like, this is like the same type of thing I told Aku about before. It's like if you go to like I don't know, like McDonald's, right? And let's say your normal order is like taking, I don't know, your normal order is like taking, I don't know, like a double cheeseburger and fries or something, right? It's like, instead of getting the fries, you cut out the fries, and if you can survive off the double cheeseburger, then just do the double cheeseburger. But if you want something extra, then you could get like nuggets or something. Cause I mean, they're still fried, like it's still fried food, but like the nuggets are gonna have more protein in them than fries. Fries honestly are like the biggest killer, I'm telling you. Especially if you're getting like a lot of fast food. Like I honestly challenge you, just try it for a week. If you got a lot of fast food, I challenge you just for a week just to try and not eat fries. It's unironically a lot harder than you think, because almost all the time when you go to like a dinner or like a lunch and you get something fast food, like the most common side is just fries. But fries literally give you like no benefit whatsoever besides tasting good. They're like the lowest form of like food. Ourselves sugary drinks. Yeah, also sugar. Yeah, if you drink like a lot of sugary drinks, or you drink like a lot of soda, drink water instead. Don't drink that anything extra. Do biscuits also make you gain weight? Yeah, bread is not bread. I mean, bread is good. You still want like fiber, but bread is also like fattening. So bread is kind of in the same camp as fries. I would say bread is kind of like a little bit better than fries, but bread is also kind of like the lowest form of food when it comes to energy, or not energy, like well, I guess technically energy, but like protein. Uh, hey, I mean, I can use that. Oh no. My favorite quote: bread makes you fat. Short and simple quote, I guess. I got my bar from my host for the day. We're chilling. Yeah. You can get banned for the day too, pal. But but yeah, honestly, like the biggest thing I can tell you when it comes to like diet stuff is do not cold turkey like entirely stuff. That's literally gonna be your worst enemy. I've told so many people this, and this like I already had this belief before, but my trainer just like um what's the word I'm looking for? Reinforce this belief. Like you never want to just like cold turkey stuff. The best thing you can do when it comes to food that you like is just cut down on stuff that you like that's not good for you. So it's like for me, like I like fries, right? So like how I said before, I want you to like try and do like a week without fries. Well, I only said a week. I only said a week. Hi Doya. But like for me, I like fries too. So what I like the deal I have with my trainer is I'm only supposed to get fries once per week. I can still eat fries, but I can only do it once per week to try and limit that fry intake so it's not like every single meal I'm eating some form of fry. So it's like I think the most important thing to do is just to take baby steps when it comes to dieting. Because I feel like the biggest thing that people do with dieting is they're like, okay, I'm ready to do my diet. I'm gonna take out the fries, no more burgers, no more pizza, no more soda, no more everything. And then they go like 1 or 2 weeks and they just relapse. Because the thing about it is you still want those foods. And the thing about it is at the end of the day, you can still kind of eat what you want as long as you're in a as long as you're in a calorie deficit. Obviously, you want to eat stuff that's better for you, but realistically, you can eat because the way you have to look at it is as long as you're in a calorie deficit, everything is okay. It's just how much are you like fighting your own diet to achieve your goal. And what I mean by that is it's like if you eat 1,000 calories worth of pizza versus 1,000 calories of veggie, you're still in a calorie deficit with both of those, but obviously the veggies is helping you reach your goal a lot better than the pizza. But if you still wanted pizza, you're still in a calorie deficit, so you're still chilling if you eat a pizza. But you don't want to eat pizza every single day because pizza isn't the best thing for you. So it's like what you need to do is you need to be able to work in the foods you like without completely cutting them, but just cutting down on them. That's what you need to do. Bird meat is great. Yeah, bird meat is good. What's your special awake? Where's your special awakened MK2 Smugen sword? Hmm. I wonder where it is. Ooh! You thought you got me, huh? You thought you got me, huh? Sheesh! You think I would ignore my teaking Don Chomakin? You thought I would just not do it? Thought it was part of the goof, gaff? Part of the joke? Nah, not around here. 1k calories of pizza will keep you full for way less time than 1k calories of veggie. Yeah, also true. Real gamers eat one meal a day and make it Publix chicken dinner sub with hummus, spinach, onions, and pickles. Thought I had him for a bit. 0 berries. Yup. Welcome to my life. Bet you're wondering how I ended up here. Well, you see, I played the game. I played the game and everything fell apart. May not like it, but this is what peak bar performance looks like. Zero berries is some One Piece villain stuff? Bruh. I must be literally the best seeking... must be literally the best One Piece villain ever then, because this happens like every other week. Hit the gym for a week now. My dude was like, how's the diet? Tarkus, I like food too much to eat once a day. I'm just blessed to have a high metabolism. Straight out of the Beast Pirates. Isn't the worst part of fries not that they're potatoes, but that they're fried in oil? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, potatoes are kind of just not the best food in general, though. But them being fried doesn't help. Cook me one weekend. I mean, the diet is like the most important thing, so yeah. Bar farming in normal energy cost sounds like actual hell. What does that even mean? Oh, you mean when it's not Magfest? I mean, it's only one EP. it's it's only one EP. I mean, don't get it twisted. I'd love to farm at 2 EP too, but 3 EP ain't the biggest jump. Now, if we was talking meteorites, okay, sure. Thinking 2 EP to 5 EP jump. Yeah, that makes sense. But PBHL is only 1 EP. Are you into loaded fries, Mr. Streamer? No, I'm not. Oil is a huge source of invisible calories. I know a dude on the KSU weightlifting team does shots of olive oil to help him get enough calories for his bulk. That's crazy work. But yeah, no, I don't like loaded fries. You guys already know I don't really, well, maybe you guys don't know, but I don't really like, I'm sure I've said this before, but I don't really like a lot of stuff on stuff in general. I'm not a huge topping person in general for like anything, which has kind of saved me. Honestly, I've like my biggest issue honestly was just that I need to like push weight, cuz like even though my diet has like historically not always been like the best, I've always avoided like a lot of the extra stuff that I could be getting. Like I could have been a lot bigger if I ate way worse, which I know is like obvious, but it's just like I've never been somebody who drinks sodas. I don't like a lot of toppings. I don't like a lot of I don't eat a lot in general. I mean, I eat a lot more now because my trainer's like, "Hey, you need taking protein," but like naturally, I don't eat a lot. So it's like I kind of just got lucky with just how I don't know my brain is, I guess. Your Publix chicken tender sub order? I don't even know what Publix is. I'll keep it a stat. Like your food, like you like your social life, bare and simple. Oh, I'm big backing food. Nah, I don't big back food. I really don't. Bottle of Coke has more calories than 2 slices of pizza. Yep. Yep. Would say go ass only game, but I down like 6 Diet Cokes. You don't know what Publix is? Northern Devil? No, I don't. Add the Coke to donut sugar calorie chart changed my life low key. Been improving on drinking water by buying fruit syrups. Way less sugar than soda, but also I don't forget to drink the rest of the water. What does that mean? What does that mean? See, that's with complete sincerity. Are you a big dude or skinny but eats a lot? That means drinking water doesn't stimulate me enough, make my brain happy, so I'll let half a bottle just sit there. Oh, bruh. I'm gonna need you to drink the water. I was doing really well at the gym until work hit me with 14 hours. 14-hour days, then I crashed out so hard I never recovered. That's fair. That's fair. Honestly, bro, I'm gonna keep it a stack. I've been kind of out of it too. My head has not been in the game lately. My game was in the, or my head was in the game for like this past month, but I don't know. I've been dealing with taking all this stuff at work. My taking work schedule's been all over the place too, because it's like sometimes I'd be working at home more than I have been normally, which is like throwing me off. And also just seeking, I don't know, bro. I also have like, I don't know, it's kind of, well, okay, another two things is low key, like, my gym don't have enough taking parking spaces, bro. Some days it don't have enough parking spaces, and I'm not trying to taking park like a mile away so I can go to the taking gym, bro. So I'll just be like, all right, I'm gonna just not go to the gym, and then I'm gonna just come home and just like walk instead. And I've actually like started walking just outside more. I've also like I've stopped running as much because I'm trying to like protect my shin. Because my shin was getting cooked. I've also just been like, unironically, it's kind of crazy because I've been trying to, I think I told you guys about the taking anterior pelvic tilt thing. I unironically probably been burning more calories just trying to mentally keep my pelvis not flowing back. It's kind of crazy, bro. Like the mental fortitude I'm going through on the day to day is like, bruh. Like, it's like a constant struggle because I just had to untrain like 30 years of thinking, not caring. The water is boring to drink because it's flavorless. Don't worry, it makes no sense to me either. Bruh, you just gotta get a cold one, Sarcel. That joint be hitting different. Sarcel, you gotta either start chugging bottles or find if you room temperature a cold water glass. I told you I've been drinking more. I've been at it for like 2 months now. Well, that's good. Though I haven't been to the gym in a month and a half. I do nightly 3-mile walks with my dog. Swear, mango anything does not taste good unless it's paired with another flavor spice on it. Yeah, I feel like I've definitely been lifting less. Like I still have been going. I would say because technically my gym schedule right now is supposed to be 4 days. 4 days in the gym, 1 day, well, I guess technically 2 days walking. Because I do Wednesday. Wednesday was supposed to be my VO2 max day, but since my legs are kind of cooked, that just became another walk day. And then I still do my walk on Sunday. But I would say it's more so been like 2 lift days a week for like the last like two maybe 3 weeks. Where it's just been a combination of, hey, I'd rather just walk today, or B, thinking the gym is like packed and I'm not trying to fight for a parking spot. Cause like high key, one of the things I hate about the gym is like the way the parking is it's like it's very hard to tell when I'm coming into the parking lot if there's a spot open, and if there's not a spot open, what usually, like, the only way to turn around in that gym parking lot without having a parking space to help you do it is you have to go like all the way around the gym. And most of the time when the gym is packed, there are people that park in not parking spots that are on that route around the gym, which makes it almost impossible. I have to like go down into thinking these crevices to thinking park, bro. Or to turn around, not even to park. There's no room to park, but to turn around. And I'm like, pretty much if I see that it's looking packed when I'm coming in, I'm just like, nah, I'm not even going down there. I'm not even gonna risk it, bro, because I'm not trying to deal with turning around, bro. Or it got me walking around 3 to 5 miles per day, so I'm good on that. Really working on diet, not trying to overeat. Time are you going, like 5 to 7? Yeah, 6, like 6:15 ish. Cause I get off work at 6. And I'm sorry, but I'm not going in the morning. It's not happening. It just sucks. The thing that sucks is it's like so unpredictable. That's the thing. That's the thing. It's like so unpredictable. Like some days it'll be like completely empty. I feel like I've seen, and that's another thing. That's the reason why I'm not going at 10 p.m., bro. I'm not going at 10 p.m. See, the other thing about it too is like not only do I not want to go back. See, one of my things is when I know mentally if I go home I'm not coming back out. I know if I go home I'm not coming back out, which is the reason why I go right after work. But also I'm gonna keep it real at this point. I've made way too many. I've made way too many friends to go at 10 p.m. because I know none of them are gonna be there anymore. and I'd rather have my tiki social life, even if I don't go every single day. I think I might need to have what you have, but the reverse. Or I think I might have what you have, but the reverse. To me, in the best time though, go work out, then immediately go to bed. Go to bed. Bro, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to get your heart rate up and then go to bed. What are friends? We there for gains? Bro, your friends help you get gains, my guy. Bruh, when you get to the point you need a thinking spot, who you gonna ask? Thinking the cold, windy night? When you need, as my friend says, when you need that thinking inspiration, bro, who you gonna look at? Just in the mirror, bro? That's all you got? That's some Naruto stuff? That Naruto stuff helped me get as big as I am, bro. Nah, dude. I'm gonna keep it real. Like this. I'm not even doing this just to thinking, you know, talk back. But literally, I'm gonna keep it a stat. I would not have made it this far if it was not for my trainer and the people that I met at the gym. I would not have made it this far. I would have given up like a year ago. There's no shot. Cause I've literally done that joint before. Like having that accountability is literally thinking life changing. Like I'm not gonna lie. That's why I keep telling people that go to the gym, like I'm like try and make some friends. Like legit. Don't be one of those seeking NPCs, bro. Don't be an NPC that you're just a gym person, you just show up and you just do your thing and leave. Don't be an NPC. Literally talk to people. Cause I guarantee you it will make your experience 10 times better. I guarantee you. Yeah, believe it. Believe it. What do you need a spotter for? Just like lift the weight, bruh. I can't wait to see you on those videos where it's like the gym camera videos and you pick up too much weight and then that joint slips out your hand and you drop that joint and then you're like, please help, and that joint's just sitting on your chest. Help! I tried to bench too much, bruh. And then God forbid if you're one of those guys that pushes too much weight and you lock the weights on your bench so you can't even slide them off. Yeah, I'm waiting to see you on one of those videos, bruh. Nah, dude. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, for real. Like this is real talk. I'm not even just playing around. I'm not just trying to be the shonen protagonist. I'm being real. Having people that you can just literally, even if it's just chatting, like it will help. See, I mean that's one of the thinking issues with our world in general, bro. Nobody wants to talk to anybody else. And I already know if you ain't trying to make friends at the gym, you ain't making friends nowhere else. Cause I know you don't go outside. It's like, bro, like I'm telling you for real, bro. I remember I talked to one of my friends seeking, I'll just call him Teaking Jim. I was talking to him. I was like, bro, how do you find the motivation to come here all the time, bro? And he's like, Teaking, this is my Teaking social circle this time. I come here to see my friends. Like, I come here to talk to people, bro. Cause like, besides that, cause he's an office worker too. And he's like, I'm not going to talk to those people at the Teaking office. Like, those aren't my Teaking friends. But like half of the people like he knows some of the people that like he knows a lot of the people that I know too. Like a lot of the see that's another thing too is like all the thinking, all the, and I've talked about this before, but like, I'll be real, all the regulars at the gym know each other. They all know each other. Even if you don't even know a dude's name, there's a, bro, it's so funny. I swear to God, I know I don't know this guy's name. I know for a fact I don't know this guy's name, but I swear to God, I don't think this guy knows my name either. But we are like the best seeking friends. There's this one dude. This dude's mad slick, by the way, bro. This dude, teaking you, no homo, but this dude's got teaking. This dude's got the gains, and he's got this seeking slick back hair. This dude is like the teaking prima G, bro. This dude's sick. So, like, anyway. We do not. I'm almost certain we never mention each other's names because I'm pretty sure both of us have forgotten our names. But every single time we see each other, bro, we always dap each other up, bro. We always dap each other up. Thinking, how was your day, bro? I ain't seen you in a bit, bro. How you been? How them gains been, bro? Like you don't thinking, but you don't get that, bro, if you don't talk to people. Are you saying he's attractive? Yes. That's the reason why I said the no homo. That dude's like pretty much put it this way, that dude's like he's like ideal dude. Like when you think about ideal like gym dude, that's the type of body you want. Is this guy. Spotters are so you don't hurt yourself and have proper form recovery from weightlifting reps. Being an introvert with the bar around your neck, but you're too scared to ask anyone for help. Also, see, that's another thing, Sarsil. The proper form. Dude, I got another friend. I'll call this guy Teaking. I said the other dude's name is Jim. This is a whole different dude, but I'll call this dude Jimmy. So Jimmy has become like a Teaking big brother to me at this point, because seeking Jimmy has helped with me with all types of form stuff, bro. Like he's helped me with the Teaking, with the deadlift form. He's helped me with stuff like and it's crazy too, because some of these dudes are like literal gym rats where they do so much research on stuff. This dude knew I had anterior pelvic tilt and I didn't even tell him. He was like, yeah, I can tell with your kicking legs, you don't have as much range of motion as you're supposed to, so this is how you're supposed to bend for like the deadlift and stuff, or else you're going to throw out your back. I remember one time, it was crazy too. There was this one time so if you guys don't know like the deadlift stuff, it's like a long bar. It's like a long bar, and usually there's like these little, I don't even know what you call them, like little holders, I guess. We have two of them in the gym where it's like there's two little holders that you can kind of prop the bar up so that you can put the weights on them without, the bar being on the freaking ground. And there's another one where there's like a stick in the middle of it, and it has like two openings on it, and it's like elevated, so again you can put the bar on it so you can take the weights off. I don't remember what I did. I don't remember what I did. I think I just picked up the bar because I was just trying to do it fast. I was like done with my set. I was just trying to get out of there, and I like picked up the bar to put it on the whatchamacallit, on the elevated thing. I picked it up, and he came over, he saw that, and he came over and he's like, here, I'm gonna show you how to teaking. Bro, that was another thing too. He came over and he showed me, and he was like, you can do it like this. And technically I was nice about it because the dude's cool, but I already knew this. Like I said, I was just trying to rush to get out of there, so I just threw the bar on there. But he was showing me how you can tip over that rack thing so that you can just slide the bar on there, so you don't have to actually pick it up and like screw over your back while you're doing it. So I was like, dang, that was cool. And the other thing I thought about too, while I thought about that, was there was this other chick, I'll call her Tiki. I don't even know this chick's name. So I'll just call her Tiki Mary. I don't know this chick's name. But Mary, I was over there again in the deadlift corner. And Mary, again, I don't know this chick's name, but I know she's a regular and she knows I'm a regular. And she saw me in the deadlift corner, and she saw me like struggling to get one of the weights off the side of the deadlift bar, and she was like, here's a teaking secret hidden Discord tag. So what she said is, like, again, like I said before, we have like two of the elevation things. What she said is on the for the actual two elevation thing. So it's like two. I don't even know how to. It's like two racks, but it's like only like it's like a small rack where it can only hold like one side of the bar, I guess. And you have two of those. And she was like, what you do is you just don't put one of the racks under the bar. So, for example, you leave the left side without a rack and you put a rack under the right side so that it lifts up just the right side so that the left side gets weighed down by your weight, and then you can just pull the right side off and you don't have to worry about anything being on the ground or anything. And then when you're going to the other side, you just swap and you just lift up the weighted side and you just pull the weight off. And I was like, oh my god, this is actually secret hidden Discord tech. So but it's like, that's what I'm saying though. If you don't fucking interact with anybody, nobody's gonna do that stuff. You may get some kind Samaritan that'll be like, yeah, you're doing this completely wrong, and they'll help you. But like when you're interacting with the gym folk, you become part of the gym folk. And they'll look out for you, especially those seeking big regular dudes. They'll seeking help. I remember too when I was bro, I've learned so much through deadlifting. There was another guy. I'll call this guy Jimbo. Jimbo, when I first started deadlifting, this guy was telling me like, yeah, because I didn't even know you needed. I mean, technically you don't, but he was telling me like, King, you want specific type of like weightlifting shoes when you do like some of that deadlifting stuff to keep your feet right. And he was like, okay, you don't have any shoes, just take your shoes off. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, just do it with like not your bare feet, but like with your socks on. Just do it like that. So that's how I deadlift now. I just deadlift in my fucking socks because I never decided to buy shoes for it. But but yeah, so that was another thing. But again, you're not gonna know about that joint unless somebody tells you, or unless you like research it. But it's like you literally have a vast knowledge of gym folk around you that you're just not tapping into because you just want to be teaching antisocial. And it's like, bruh. Anyway, what else did I miss, bro? I started talking. 82 throwing hands. Not all gyms have acceptable people, though. Some can be very judgmental. True. But I would say, see, that's what I said before, though. I told my other friend this. I said when it comes to the gym, don't look for just anybody to be your friend. Look for the regulars. Look for the regulars. Because the regulars for the most part, I feel like aren't going to start crap with you. Because they're not casuals. They're not there to just be there for like a week and then they're gone. Because when you just mess with any old whoever, they don't really care. But you want to look for the regulars and the biggest dudes. Do not be afraid of the biggest people, and girls too. The biggest boys and the biggest girls. Look for the regular biggest boys and biggest girls, because those are the people that will actually help you with stuff. Whereas everybody else is kind of like whatever. I'm always glad a lot of my high school friends all kept together with each other. So we're in a big Discord together. It's okay, just call each other big dog and keep it pushing. I'd be dudes got a load. Hilo found his Pillar Man friend just posing on our farm. Awaken my master. That's similar to how people have Discord friends and we call each other by your online name, not your real one. If only you were in the super private deadlift Discord where they post all the secrets. Lost opportunity to call her Gibberly. He's afraid. Bro, I do that, but my gym don't let me take off my shoes. It's so dumb. Bro, dude, one of my friends said, like, not at this gym, but one of my friends online told me that you can't record in his gym. Cause I told him I don't even remember what it was for, but I told him like, I think I was telling him to just like record himself so that he could look back at it and like try and like, because sometimes when you're lifting, sometimes you just be worried about getting the weight up or down, so you don't really be worried about the form. You just be doing whatever. But then when you can actually see it or you can show it to somebody else, then you can improve on it. But it's like, he was like, I can't record in my gym. I was like, what the heck? Gym regulars, some of the nicest people I've ever. That's what I'm saying. Look for gym regulars and the biggest dudes, because the biggest dudes, you're afraid of the biggest dudes because they're big dudes, but those dudes are like always the nicest people. The nicest people I've met in the gym have been the biggest guys. How to keep the TikTokers in check. I mean, I understand, but it's like I feel like, especially with how much stuff I've gone through with recording myself, I feel like it's almost like it's not necessary, but it definitely I would say it's definitely more helpful than whatever the TikTokers can take away from the experience, if that makes sense. Because it's just really useful to be able to see yourself and see your form or show it to somebody else. Bro, sheesh, that's another thing too, by the way. That's another thing too. You don't meet anybody in the gym, bro. You don't meet anybody in the gym and you want to record yourself. You don't meet anybody in the gym and you want to record yourself. Who you gonna ask, bro? who you who you gonna ask? Bruh, trust me, I've been that guy who's had to ask a random dude like, "Hey, can you record me real quick?" It's not the most it's pretty awkward. It's pretty awkward. I'd much rather ask one of my friends, "Hey, can you record me doing this real quick?" as opposed to asking some random on the side. I don't know, dude. I'm telling you, make friends. Go out into the world and make friends, bro. I'm telling you, for real, for real. Were you JoJo posing while I was recording? No. No, I've asked I know I've asked people to record me with the pretty much anything that the camera doesn't get to me like normally. Like when I do like deadlifts or something, I can record that myself. Or like if I do like the dip machine or something, like I can record that myself. But the issue becomes like when you try and do like when I try and do like pull-ups, like the pull-up thing is way too high to like position my phone in a way that actually works. Or like when I do bench press, it's like your phone straight up needs to be above you. It's like there's no place to put your phone above you to record you while you're taking bench pressing. So it's like what are you supposed to do? You bench press seeking the bottom of the bench? Like it don't make sense. You need somebody that can show it. Or when you're doing like running too, I've recorded myself on the treadmill as well for running form. It's like it's like where you gonna place that joint, bro? Like you can't position that joint on top of another treadmill, especially if somebody's right next to you. I keep telling myself I'm gonna start going to the gym again once I get my knee checked out, but I keep finding excuses to not actually get it checked out. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, go get it checked out, cause that was one of my thinking. That was I think I've told this story before, but the reason why I started going to the gym was because I don't know what happened with my shoulder. I think it just happened in my sleep, but my shoulder got messed up, and I had to go to physical therapy for my shoulder for like a couple months. And when I finished with the physical therapy, my therapist told me that like your shoulder is better now, but if you don't do anything, like if you go back to just being like sedentary, um, it's just gonna worsen again. And I was like, I had already kind of wanted to go to the gym before then, but when she told me that, I was like, okay, this is my chance. This is the reason why I should go to the gym. It's just so I can keep my shoulder in check. And to be honest, it ain't been worse since. It's only gotten better and better because my arm has just gotten stronger and stronger. But yeah, so go get it checked out, and they're probably gonna say the same thing to you too. Once you finish whatever you got to do with them, they're probably gonna be like, Tiki. They're probably gonna be like, hey, if you don't work out or don't do anything with this leg, it's just gonna worsen again. Some frozen shoulder type stuff. I don't know what that means, but I don't know what my pretty much what my shoulder would do, and it still kind of does it, but it's just that my arm is like strong enough to not really be affected by it anymore. Is like if you ever try and like if you take like your arm and like I don't know, do like a fist bump in front of you, and then bring that fist bump like backwards, like it's um like a pinwheel or something, where pretty much you're like bringing your arm all the way back. Whenever I did that, it would like pop, and it couldn't like twist all the way around. It would get like stuck. Like my shoulder would get like stuck. And I wasn't really sure why. I'm still not really sure why. I still don't even know what caused it either. But yeah, that's what happened. And also just that shoulder, because of that shoulder, like that shoulder lost a lot of range of motion, and that shoulder just became a lot weaker in general. Which is why when I went to physical therapy, and that the funny thing about it too is when I went to physical therapy, there was definitely a lot of stuff that was like non-weighted that I did, but unironically, I already started doing like some weightlifting stuff at the physical therapist where they had like they had like lateral pull down machines and stuff that you could do weighted stuff on just to try and strengthen that shoulder. But yeah, so anyway, just go get your freaking leg checked out, bro. Go get your freaking leg checked out. This sounds like frozen shoulder. It can kind of just happen. It's really, yeah. It's really freaking annoying. And like I said, I technically still have it, but it's just that my arm is so much stronger now that it just like kind of bypasses it at this point. But I can definitely tell that, and I think it's one of those things too where I think that shoulder will just never be like 100% ever again. I think that's just how my shoulder is now. But it's just how much does it affect me? And it doesn't affect me a lot anymore. Did you hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? The heck does that mean? What the heck? Hey, did you step into the wrong stream? Nah. Well, can't get the AP because I'm taking Ray locked. You do your rolls in the new Shadowverse? No, I didn't actually. I meant to do that joint before I started streaming. Hold on. I didn't do them yesterday either. I didn't do them yesterday. I'm gonna be real. I haven't been playing. I played that one day with my friend, but I've kind of just been waiting on them to play again. I think they were playing with like some of their other friends, but I don't really have like that big of a drive to play it on my own. So I'm kind of like, if they're not playing, then I don't really care. But I was gonna try and because I heard that, like, dude, I've gotten so many video recommendations about that game's like pulls being dog water. So I did say I was gonna at least try and log in and do my daily pulls. But like I said, I forgot yesterday. Update. These seeking mobile games in the 5 megabyte update, bruh. If you don't just do that joint. Alright, where's the D? Also, just so you know, I haven't gotten Medusa yet. I haven't gotten Medusa yet. Are you gonna do this shit? I'm doing them right now, but I'm not gonna make a scene for this because I'm literally just gonna do these pulls and then I'm gonna get off. And once again, I didn't get Medusa, so yeah. But how do I get out of this? But yeah, I didn't get Medusa again. Although I heard Teking, bro, I heard Teking, what is it, Abysscraft? I heard Abysscraft is not, the best. I heard Abysscraft is not good. Sorry you didn't get the reference, my bad. My YouTube is spammed by Star Wars. That Fire Guild War video was funny. I love the Yap session. Thank you. I legit only pull Medusa, but does not play Abyss. I've had to craft all my orchids. I play the Nikkei Stellar Blade collab. If you mean the Nikkei part of it, then no. But I'll play Stellar Blade eventually. But I'm not playing Nikkei. But I think I got. Okay, hold up. Actually, hold up. I do need to make a scene. Man, not this one. I need like this one. Okay, hold up. Can I do game capture for this? Oh, I think I can. Does it work? Okay. Alright, I made a scene. Alright, I need y'all to tell me, does, where's the pull thing? I don't know where the pull thing is. Shop? Oh yeah. Can I just use okay, my question is these blue things, does this banner like swap or something? So like, is there gonna be like a different rate up eventually, or is this like the normal banner? It's fine, I've been playing it, it has some tough matchups, but it does fine. Just use those, they're only for this banner. So this banner just never changes? Oh, they're specifically listed for the, where do you see the details on it? Oh, I don't want to open the browser. So is it's only for these guys? Cause my friend told me that in the old game that you could just save your currency to get whatever deck you wanted when it came out. So I wanted to save my currency, but I didn't know which currency to actually save. I didn't know which. The only one that I spent was that other one that it was like a gold one of these, because I'm pretty sure that was just like the basic banner thing. How it works is rupees and crystals can only be used for any banner. The tickets are banner locked. Where are the tickets? Do I not have a ticket? Oh, the 29 is the ticket. Oh. So these can literally, this banner just never changes. This banner just never changes. This is literally just standard banner, and this banner never changes. This is like your Diluc Mona banner in Genshin, right? Is that what you're telling me? Not really. Then what the heck? What are y'all talking about then? Just first pack set? I mean, that's what that's what Diluc and Mona is, right? They're just the standard banner characters that you could just get on with like the blue circle things in Genshin. You can only use the blue circle things on that banner, and you can only get like those 5 stars that are on those banner, and those 5 stars are just always on that banner. This expansion will have separate banner. Well, that's what I'm saying though. If they do another expansion, can I use these tickets on that next expansion, or is it stuck? Is it stuck on this one purely? That's what I'm asking. You cannot. Okay. Okay. So the only thing I should care about saving is rupees and these. Okay. Can I do like 10 of these instead of this one? Can I do 10 of these instead of this one? How? Oh, does it let you choose right here? Okay. Alright, I'm going in. Can I get Medusa off this or no? That's not Medusa. Yeah, you can. Dude, I hate this Seeking game, bro. Why does this one say premium? What do these premiums mean? Actually, you know what? I don't really care right now. Oh, snap. It's still going. Homework time. Wait, why'd it go twice? 3 times? What's happening? I thought I did a 10 pull. Why did I get so many? Why is it still going? Oh, I opened 10 packs? Oh, those are a pack? Oh. Oh. Oh, I see. Dang, and I still ain't got Medusa, bruh? Yeah, this game sucks. Yeah, this game's trash. Yeah, this game sucks. That ain't Medusa either. Yeah, this game's garbage, bro. Not a gacha, even if it's similar, bro. It's seeming like a gacha, bro. I ain't getting no Medusa. Arcus, god dang it! I don't want you, bro. I want Medu-chan. This game sucks, bro. Alright, hit me with another. Wait, what is that? What's this? What's the point thing? We gotta swap accounts, dog? You can craft any card? Yeah, but I wanna roll her. Spark? Oh! What's the spark? What's the spark number? Dang, can you use that spark on anything? Even though this banner is limited to whatchamacallit? Even though this banner, or like the tickets are limited to anything, can I use that spark on like anything? The only rare things are leaders and such. Yeah, this card looks pretty cool. Oh, for leaders and outfits. Bro, this game is trash. I've gotten that ticking blue shrimp thing like 5 times. Liam Crazed Creator? Oh! Oh, never mind. She doesn't look as cool. I thought these were claws. They're just big hands. Blue shrimp goes crazy. Bruh. Nameless demon. Bro, I already got homework time. Yo, is this discount Siete? Is that Kha'Zix? Kha'Zix, is that you, bruh? Killer Rhinoceros? This guy's just 7. Man, this is some baloney. Bro, should I use the rest of them too? You can only use them on this banner, right? So it don't really matter, right? Although 9 is such a bad number. Can I get another one of those from somewhere? Does this give me one of those things? God dang, can you hurry up? Wow, so many cards. Sugoi. Go to lobby. I'm here. This? Feats? I don't see no. Park lobby? Oh, this. Do your first fair missions? No, it's okay. I think they'll link your data. The first fair mission will give you one. Get a Medusa from that, I believe. Wow.
Hello.
That's it?
Get to see me? Now then. Hold it right there. Hello, hello.
Hey, she almost said my tagline.
Makes sense. Thank you.
What do you mean that makes sense? That's not what she said.
It's a pleasure.
Can skip. Bet. Create avatar. Who's this kid? Is this a boy or a girl? Is this a boy or a girl? Ah, it's just a bigger boy or a girl. Bro, they do look the same. They look the same. Hey, can you put some pants on, dude? Why do you have these cheeky shorts? Put some pants on, man. Phones? I like black. Oh wait, you could just change the color? Alright, I like... Oh, whoops. Glasses? They crap off on me. I think I like this one. Metaverse stuff is so in me. Bruh. Bald? Saitama? What are these hairstyles, bro? This is like some freaking Blaze Blue Central Fiction lobby stuff, bro. You can change the avatar as much as you want later as well. You rent lock? Oh, you aren't locked into anything. Alright, this one doesn't look too bad. What the? God dang, bro, am I just stuck? Oh no, I'm not stuck as white, bro. I was like, God dang, bro, where's the skin tone? Alright, we go with that. I can't even see the eyebrows, bro. Alright, just stick with the normal ones. Dang, the facial scar? Lame POE while typing is a bad choice. Dude, I'm about to be guts. Oh, heck. Yeah, I'm about to be guts. Or Rex. Call me Rex, bro. Oh. That's not bad. I think I'm gonna stick to default on this one, big dog. I don't like facial hair. Voice. Why would I use that one? Yeah, I'm gonna just use that one, bro. Never mind, Biscraft starter deck has Cerberus instead. Ketabetis? Skip this joint too, bro. Nobody told me Shadowverse has character creation. I don't want a battle. I just want the reward. Oh snap, this is the reward. Not this big peeking chest. Pattern socks. God damn, bro. Yeah, whatever. How do I get my thing? How the heck do I move, by the way? What does E do? Dash?
Take the high road, wind up dead.
Shift? Is this that? Oh, I see. Okay.
Then we can be together.
God damn. Who is talking like that? What is this? F3.
Brave fool.
Alright, anyway. Oh, F3? That's where the freaking... That's where the goods are?
Then we can be together.
Yeah, I got a park key.
Better run.
Okay, but where's the ticket thing? Where's the ticket thing? F1. There should be 3 or 4 more free pulls from the other menu. They got guilds in here, bro? Oh, okay, okay. I got him. I got him. I got him. Dang, dude. All those total matches I did. Wait, are these the same ones? These look different. The heck is that? They're the same. Oh, okay.
Bye-bye now.
Wow, Sugoi. Hey, can I skip this cutscene? Why does it feel like I'm looking at Relinkers Drive multiplayer? Yeah, this is a very Arxis type lobby. Hey, give me that new phone. That new phone looked cool. Oh snap! You can just become these other dudes. Bro, is there a Medusa one of these? No, bro. I'll change the socks I can't see. Not yet. This game's garbage. Alright, I'm out of here.
I'm here to spread the love. What? You think I shine?
Who is even talking? Why'd he stop talking when I think he left the menu? Bruh, just take me back home, bruh. Never mind getting Medusa. Bro wants to become Medusa. Was that thinking SpongeBob thing? You gotta, I don't know, you gotta look at the marble, you gotta wash the marble, you gotta date the marble, you gotta be the marble. I'm not normally one to complain about free-to-play monetization, but low-key looking at the crystal shot lowered my faith in humanity. Alright, TK, I'm going back to this. Sheesh, I got 13. Alright, I'm doing another 10er. Inspiration. Alright, this is Medusa guaranteed. Hey, that's 2 SSR things, ain't it? Ain't those purple ones SSRs? This is Medusa guaranteed. There's no shot it's not. Is that Robin? Robin from Fire Emblem? Is that you? Oh snap, I got 2 of them. Magus? 2 more Orchid. Dude, I actually just need to kill myself. Arya, Lady of the Woods? Man, that's not who I want, bro. Is that free reign? Is that free reign? Dang, Ian is new. Oh, okay, she's kind of cute. She's kind of cute. I'm kind of glad I got her. She's cute. I like her and I like her voice. But she's still not kicking Medusa though, bro. Lapis? Laplace? Is that you? Bro, this game sucks. Dude, I didn't even get like Olivia. Man. I'll trade for Medusa. Portalcraft the goat. Bro, I don't want none of them. I want Medusa. Anyway, I'm getting off this game, bro. That's all the roles I got right, besides the ones that I want to save, like the rupees. Without doing any missions, because I don't want to do any missions. Trade Medi for Yuli in a second, dog. I don't even know who Yuli is. Still got tickets. I don't want to do 3. 3 is an ugly number. I only do 10s. I'm not trying to do 3. I don't want to do that. I only want to do 10s. Alright, I'm out of here. I'm closing this joint. Anywho's it's. Bro, can this joint go away? Don't don't want to pull with rupees? No. I'm saving those rupees for if I actually care about the game. I'm practically seasonal right now. I'm just logging in for my daily bonus. Hilo in chat question: what's the consistency on Gatorade type drinks in terms too sugary? I don't think they're necessarily bad, but water's better. Just drink water, Sarcel. Sorry to tell you. Save them if you don't care about playing right now. Rupee's only good if you want to spend to play. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Especially with how thinking, especially how with all the rants I've been seeing about the thinking monetization with that game, I better save everything that I don't need to spend. Seasonal until Uma EN drops next week. Are you guys all gonna drop Shadowverse for Uma Musume? Is that what's gonna happen? Are you guys all gonna drop that game for Uma Musume? Can't stand drinking water. It's better than drinking nothing, but water's better. Yeah. Dude, I'm still not sold on Uma Musume. I'm not gonna lie. That game does not look like a game. That game looks like you just build up stats and then just let them run. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not dropping it, but Uma's still a priority. Yeah, we'll see what we'll see what you say about that in like 3 weeks. It's not a game, it's Horse Girl Sim. That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm not trying to do that. I'm gonna just keep my butt on ticking, so it's better. Okay. Okay. We have a lost soldier. I'm gonna just keep my butt on Grand Blue, bro. Dude, I really want to bar something, man. I'm like at this, dude. I'm at this point in Grand Blue. I'm at this point in Grand Blue where I just want to do stupid stuff, bro. I just want to do stupid stuff. I gotta do stupid stuff just to feel something. Three Blazy Mistrals. Okay. I said stupid, not taking mentally ill. Dude. Bro, maybe I bought, bruh, dude, there's no reason to buy Harry's Felger. There's no reason to buy that tiki weapon. There's no reason to buy that weapon, bro. There's no reason to buy that weapon. Dude, what do you even use Harry's Felger on? Be for real. For real, what are people using this weapon on? Yeah, premium extensions, bro. What does it say? Oh, it's just the bullets. I know they use it for this. I don't even need it for this, bro. Hey, do they have that teaking? Yeah, this. Yeah, they got this joint on there. Belial, huh? That joint's slower nowadays. Bruh, there's no reason. This joint has Katura too. There's no reason, bro. There's no reason to buy Race Felger, man. There's no reason. There's no reason. Yeah, I really want an illustrious weapon though, like for real, for real. They're also thinking wash. All the ones I don't have are washed. Dude, I'm about to buy a thinking. I'm about to buy a thinking Earth Uli so I can play whatchamacallit. Mariachi. That's a waste of moves too, though. I don't know. Maybe I just need to fucking wait. I just need to wait for summer, bro. It's like right around the corner. Like literally, next banner is gonna be summer characters. Then I can start doing stupid stuff. I just need to wait for summer first. But God, dude, I want to fucking do something. I've been at it for a while. I've been doing stupid things to feel something. Bruh. It's like the thing about it is like when I make stupid decisions, I need there to be at least like a reason behind it. Like when I barred that galleon thing, that galleon float the other day, like that was a stupid decision. But at least I was like, hey, I can go full auto Siegfried now, and I can work on that. But it's like, you know, dude, you know, actually, hold up. Oh, wait, I'm already on advanced grids. You know what? Where's that Hecate Cosmos full auto, bro? Is it on here? Oh no, not this one. See, I don't think this one even works, bro. I don't think this one's reliable. Wait till Earth gets its Finny stack, surely. When we had the superlative scam shot, I got Earth Uli, that good for Earth Mariachi, yeah. I don't really know where you're playing Earth Mariachi though. That's the bigger thing, but if you're gonna use Earth Mariachi, then yeah, it's good. Get on that Tomo gameplay and do funny damage numbers? No. I'm all about the full auto, bro. I love full auto. Full auto, like I get so locked in when I want to do a thinking full auto, bro. I think full auto is literally the coolest thing in the entire game to me. I think it's so fun. Like it's like the ultimate progression, the ultimate progression milestone, I'm trying to say. Cuz it's literally, hey, this fight used to be so hard that I had to go in here, I had to heal, I had to manual, I had to make sure my skills all lined up, I had to save skills for stuff. And then you get in here and it's like, yeah, I'm literally so strong now that my characters can just do it by themselves. And then you can start optimizing it to go even faster while they're doing it by themselves. It's like the epitome, of taking progression. So I get locked in on full autos. People always look down on full auto in games. I don't get it. Yeah, I think it's really fucking dumb, honestly. I think it's really dumb. I've seen people say before, like, if you full auto, you're not actually playing the game. Like, you're really doing much more because, hey, Deacon, you came in here, oh snap. You came in here and you pressed, whoa, a button right here. Then you refreshed, you pressed another button, oh snap. Dang, you're playing the game, bro. Congrats. Yeah. Okay, bud. Whatever helps you sleep at night, man. Like, dang, bro, you came in here and just refreshed everything and just clicked whatever buttons you need to do? Wow. You want a trophy for that, my guy? I don't know. I would actually, the thing about it is, like, I would actually say that for the most part, being able to full auto stuff that you're not supposed to full auto is more playing the game than actually manually. And I know that sounds crazy, but I think there's a certain skill that comes with being able to make a grid and a pair of characters. Essentially you're playing on a limited system. Because you're not interacting with that joint. You're literally leaving that joint in the hands of the AI, and you're trusting that the plan that you made at the very start, before you even zoned in, is going to work. That joint takes a, like for example, that Siegfried, right? That Siegfried, that joint is way harder than going into Siegfried and just mashing for a blue chest. It is way harder. It's way harder to be able to figure out, hey, Deacon, you need to take off Neo's EMPs, because if you don't take off Neo's EMPs, you're going to hit more than you can, and you can't just heal. You can't just heal. I mean, obviously you can, but assuming you want it to be full auto, you can't just heal if something goes wrong. You can't just call it extra summon to fix whatever thing's messing up. If a skill comes up at a bad time, heck, you know, on Mugen, when Mugen happens and you're doing full auto Mugen, if your Yatima S3 comes up when that dude's in the freaking air at 50%, you can't just stop and not use Yatima S3. You have to now account for the fact that your Yatima S3 might hit when it can't hit, and then hope that you still have the damage by the end of the fight. That joint takes way more planning and effort than just going in there and mashing buttons. So I would literally say that taking full autoing stuff that you're not supposed to full auto is legitimately harder than just playing the game normally. Because anybody can literally, I can literally go in here and tell you, yeah, to get a blue chest on this thing, just press Galleon S1 and just press all the MC skills and then attack. But trying to full auto the whole freaking boss, there's a whole lot of freaking nuance to that joint. And the other thing too is almost like when you full auto stuff that you're not supposed to full auto, there's almost always seeking weapons and stuff that you would never get if you were just playing that joint manually. Like for example, in the Siegfried full auto, bro. In the Siegfried full auto, who has the seeking weapon? Who has this weapon maxed out? Why would you ever max this weapon out unless you were trying to do some crazy stuff like this? Or you were just a freak about wind? Why would you ever have that weapon maxed out? Unless it just was sitting in your inventory like me. Why would you go out of your way to max that out? But somebody who's super integrated in wind and they see, hey, I need this seeking. Hey, the same thing with the seeking, whatchamacallit? The thing that I want to bar. The seeking, this thing. Who's barring this unless you're trying to do one of these crazy full autos? You're not just barring this for fun. Why would you get that? You're barring this because you want this seeking healing cap. But if you're playing manually, just use a blue potion. You know what I mean? It's like you don't. There's weapons that you use in these high level full autos that you don't use normally when you're just playing the game. And that joint takes dedication. Legit 99% of my enjoyment Grand Blue's grid building. Same. You need to actually play the game to make a full auto grid. Also true. It's compared to someone that has to manually control it because they know their grid isn't effective enough to just full auto it. It's funny when full autos break when your grid's too strong. Also true. I don't know if I'd use the word funny though. More like it annoys the crap out of me. I mean that's a big thing. See that's another thing about full auto, and that kind of goes with what Mo says too, where it's like a perfect example for me is Belial. When my Belial, the one that I made like months ago with Shalim, that joint pushes at very specific times on Belial. It pushes at very specific times on Belial. If you try and throw in seek weapons in that joint, you're going to push all over the place. And it's not going to work anymore. Which means now, if I want to use the new grid, I have to come up with a whole new team. And that's how that Medusa team happened. It's because my Belial stopped teaking working if I use that. If I use anything upgraded above that, it doesn't work because it pushes too fast. So now I have to come up with a whole new strategy. And it's like, bruh, like... like, or you could just manual it and it's way easier because you could just heal. Or heck, another good thing about Belial too is, you know, if you can make a Belial setup that can literally survive whether or not he gets your element shield or not, that joint ain't easy. that joint ain't easy. Most elements are built to stop at 50% and just kill the boss after that. And you might just have to wait if you're trying to solo. Trying to be able to do that joint and you're healing the boss back up and then you have to take him all the way back down to 0? Like, that joint don't just happen. It's like, bruh. I guess since full auto gamers actually are the real players because they practically research and experiment every possible way. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm like, it's literally annoying when I see that sentiment where it's like if you're not or if you're full autoing, you're not playing the game. Like, are you stupid? I think the only way that you can really say that is if you literally just never do your own type of full autos. The only playing you do in the game is literally just full auto copy. Like you only copy setups. You never try anything by yourself. And I'm not even saying the joint that you try by yourself has to be optimal, but it's just like you never try and figure out anything by yourself. Then it's like, okay, you're literally just copy and paste. But even then, it's still the same thing if you're manualing too. What's the difference? Like, just because you're clicking buttons doesn't mean you're playing the freaking game. If somebody, if the only time you play is you play manual, but you always copy somebody's setup, you're not figuring out anything either. You're just copying, you're just going through the motions. And in my opinion, you're just doing extra steps because you're not full autoing. So it's just like, I don't know, bro. I don't get that. I don't get that sentiment personally. Any bars yet? Just got back. No. Oral bars, he's spitting facts. Full auto also lets me see the animations. I love finding full autos as my favorite characters. I hate when I have to refresh. If they take like 3 minutes longer to get refreshing, can I say a pet peeve of mine? Is it refreshing? Is it refreshing? I hate when solo vids do refreshing raids. They have way more than half the raid timer left. Bruh, I kind of feel that, but bruh, it's really just force a habit. Dudes don't even be thinking about it, cause I know I've literally gotten pissed at myself before. I know there have been videos where I've done showcases of stuff, and then I try and look back at my own video to figure out something, and I'm over there refreshing. But that joint's literally just force a habit. When you're just playing the game, you can end up refreshing. But it is annoying. When was the last time y'all saw a full summon animation? I don't know, bro. Bro, is this freaking Harvin done with his EMPs yet, by the way? I feel like this dude's been in my party for 50 years. No. It's one of the little things I love when I started this game. Bro, that's one of the reasons why I thinking like why I like Uriel was because his summon animation. I like Uriel and I liked Zeus. Bro, how do you even turn them joints on? Are they in here? Oh, here. Alright, look. Bro, he comes out, he's like, Hontaka! Oh wait, what am I team doing? I'm stupid scrub. Where's water? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, I can just swap anyway. Do I have Uriel in this? Yeah, dude, alright, check this. Check your penny. Oh my god, bro. There better be a bar in here, bro. There better be a bar in here. Dude, honestly, bro, this is another thing I need him to fix, bro. If there ain't a high priority teaking drop in here, bro, just put that joint in my inventory. I don't need to look through each and every one of them, man. I seriously want to do a group GBF cinematic challenge where you have to full auto a raid with all animations turned on and see if you clear. I mean, you probably will. Yo, he's got that at the end, bro. That dude's sick. Bro, I used to watch that animation all the time, bro. I used to watch that animation all the time. That's cool. Alright, anyway, turn that joint back off, bro. Okay, there you go. Now everybody's seen a full animation. Now everybody's seen a full animation in recent history. I wonder what Yatima's full summon animation is like. I don't know, go look at it. And you think it will clear better because you won't have people mashing call Waterlord's call? Bro, Waterlords don't even they don't Ogi or anything anyway. They don't call summons, they just auto attack. Bro, I'm actually about to kill myself though, bro. Dude, I'm gonna look. When was my last seeking blue chest bar? Let me look on Twitter. No, that's a host. That's a host. Bro, my last blue chest bar was 5,000 bomb and horns ago, bro. Nah, this joint ain't right. This joint ain't right. This ain't how it's supposed to be. God dang it, hurry up. Bro, when is Guild War, by the way? It's on Saturday. Okay, okay. Saturday's not a bad day. What? Huh? Nani? What the heck just happened? What was that? "33 and a half hours till Guild War." Dang, bro. Dude, I'm gonna hit 70k horns before I hit a bar. I can already feel it in my bones. I'm already getting too close. Love that Nani so much. Nani. It's crazy because I'm getting more honors than I've ever gotten before, and it's just like it's just not equating to bars. Like, at this point, I might as well just be in here kicking. I might as well just use the one button, one summon like at all times, because it's like, but what's the point in going higher? It's not doing anything. Oh god, that's 8 people. God damn, I'm about to swap that setup anyway with these seeking 13 people in here. Dang, still number 1 though. I was on kicking win phase with Sin 7. Huge run. At least they're kind of dying fast. That's nice, I guess. Not over here sitting in Ray a lot. finish Fraud before Guild War? What do you have to do? What do you have to do? I just looked up YMCA membership prices and yikes, bro. I'll be real with you, Sarcel. Depending on what you want to actually do, I wouldn't go to the Y. If you actually want to like push weights around, I wouldn't go to the Y. I'm sure every Y is different, but I started at the Y like years ago before I started going to my gym, and they don't have the teaching. They don't have all the equipment that you want. The Y is like the Y. At least mine was like it's much more of a general exercise type thing than it is weightlifting type thing. As in, they just have pretty much they have a few weights and a few machines, but the main thing they're gonna have is treadmills and bikes, and obviously like the pool and stuff. So if you want to like swim or something, then that could be good. But if you like actually want to do weightlifting, then I wouldn't go to the Y. Can't Legend, because that's what you are. I was thinking Planet Fitness or something local. Yeah. I would rather do that. That's for trying to weightlift. Y is no bueno. I was gonna say something, but I forgot what a deacon was. It was something about the Y, and I forgot what it was. I don't know. It slipped my thinking mind. Ah, dang, what was I gonna say? I don't know. I can't remember. If you have an LA Fitness, they have all the tools you would want in a pool. And yeah, that could be good. That could be good. I'm about to go to 70k horns or a bar. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. And then I'm gonna take in stream. And then I'm gonna end stream. 70k or a bar. Dude, my week has been so all over the place, by the way. I worked from home. So, like, you guys all know what happened on Tiki Monday, right? Where, like, I didn't get any sleep because of the banner and the MSQ. So I swapped. Usually I work from home on Tuesdays. I swapped my work from home day on to Monday so I could kind of, like, chill out more instead of being cramped in the office. So, like, that was already a work from home day that was, like, out of the ordinary. Tuesday was normal. Wednesday I came in late because I had a doctor's appointment in the morning, and then today I worked from home because they were working on the AC in the building that I work in. So they were like, yeah, you guys just work from home on Thursday. And then tomorrow is Friday, so not only is it Friday, but we get off early on Fridays because we have like summer hours, and just on Fridays we get off early. So yeah, my week is like all over the place, bro. It's been so weird. It's been such a weird week. Farm my beans, Astros, Illustrious, and yeah, you can finish it before going. If you need sands, good luck. Bro, just get like 7 sands in a day. That joint's easy. Dude, I need to farm sands actually. I need to farm sands real bad. Real bad. I open a bunch of Saphira boxes, no Astros. I'm doing my world arms. Dang. Dude, see, that's another. Well, actually, I kind of low key do have like a thinking goal, but it's really just Cosmos related, bro. I should just try my Cosmos with the whatchamacallit, I was gonna say that was one thing that I don't have. Like I don't have a goal in Grand Blue right now, but my goal has low key kind of become I want to full auto all the Revens consistently, and I think it's really just Cosmos at this point that I just have to figure out some real for. But I think Cosmos, I think I literally just swap my Draconic and I think it works. But like I really don't have any goals right now. It kind of sucks. Like I'm so envious whenever you guys say like, dang, I gotta work on my Evoker or like Star Cell. I gotta work on my World Heart because I'm just like, dang, all that stuff I'm already done with. there's there's no relief. It's only taking whatchamacallit. Bro, you guys know something I did work on yesterday actually? I need to do a video of this, but I wanted to let the I wanted to give the pre-Guild War Ramble some room to breathe. Or like the pre-Guild War Ramble some room to breathe, but also give this video some time to breathe with the pre-Guild War Ramble, but I figured out I gotta do it like twice, but I figured out a new sandbox. This grid is disgusting. You guys get a sneak peek. I already recorded this last night, I just haven't made the video. But you guys get a sneak peek of this new Teking. So I finally, out of this, I finally was able to take Teking Uriel out of my front line with Makra now. But, yeah! Dang, that grid's crazy. God dang, that grid's crazy as crap, bruh. I also got to take, I took off, this used to be 000 as my main summon, but now it's Titan. But yeah, this grid is seeking disgusting, man. But this thing does kill, it kills in one turn without enemy action. The one I had, like the last sandbox thing I had for Earth was Sandy Uriel Narmaya, and it was tight. It was like you needed everybody to be rings. Uriel had to hit like maximum damage. Everybody needed to be on like multi-attack awakening or something for it to work. This one kills. I didn't have to swap any of my Teking. I didn't have to swap any of my awakenings, and it kills without enemy action. So it's definitely better. But god dang, that grid is freaking crazy, bro. Been chilling on GBF since I got Oro in 5 days. Then I grind Guild War and get top 100k again. Make an alt and do it again if you love it so much. No, grid looking like my annual salary. My goal is Guild War is to get another Celestial uncap. Maybe grab enough 6 Ruin Fists to uncap Celestial Fists and do 6 Transcendence and go main. Those are good goals. Those are good goals. But yeah, look at this crap, bro. Dude, my MC is hitting 6.7 mil autos, bro. I think when I had Uriel in here, my Narmaya hit like... My Narmaya was hitting for... Yeah, look at that joint, bro. No counter required. No Narmaya counter required. Joint's disgusting. But when I had Uriel in there, Narmaya was hitting for like 8 mil autos. That joint was great. Like when she had the Uriel like amp thing on, she was hitting for like 8 mil autos for those first couple autos. That joint's gross. I'm back. We get any bars yet? Nope. Only pain and suffering. And not even the weapon. Wish Wind could have a fraction of this power. Bro, what do you mean? You got the same Exalto. Just use your characters. You know, those dank characters they gave you, like Narmaya. And that's about it. Hey dude, just use your actually, you know what? You actually probably could do something like that. The only issue is that Wind doesn't have a Wind doesn't have an element swapper. That's the thing. Cause you could unironically you could probably do Glorybringer MC with Galleon, buff MC, bring Narmaya, do the double the double strike thing, but I don't know who your third would be. And also, what the heck? Huh? What is going on with my mouse? What is this? Why is it stuck to going now? Oh, I see. Never mind. Hey, y'all saw nothing. Oops. Y'all saw nothing. Got the same Exalto, but not the Sieg Sword. Well, I was doing that before Sieg Swords too. It was just very tight. Because the other grid I had before was essentially all three of those Sieg Swords. Let me see. All three. Well, actually, I don't remember what it was. Let me see. I had it up because I was watching it last night. Trust me, the grid was no less disgusting. I'll tell you that. Dang, where is it? I know I watched it yesterday. Oh, here it is. Yeah, look, this is what I had before. Yeah. All three of these Sieg Swords before, they were just another PNS, another Galleon, and another Medusa. But I was already doing this before Sieg Swords. Especially when our art animations are so cute. Can't wait to go primal when I get another dupe or Exalto in any element. I hope this title is right. It's been a fortnight since I got Navarre. Yeah, me too. We still have Narmaya and Noir can probably take Uriel's place, seeing Dolphin's place, but I don't know if Noir can take that place of Uriel. Uriel actually does a lot of damage because he gives everybody the echo and he also does a lot of nukes. Oh, look at this joint, bro. Yeah, you see that joint? 3%, and it needs the counters on that. I took out the Deacon counters, and I took out all of Uriel's long animations. But honestly, like I said, the biggest thing that's gonna screw you on Wind is you don't have a Sandolphin to swap the Ellie, because that setup works on all the defenders. Because I can make everybody water. it don't matter who it is. I can make them all water, so I can always hit on Ellie. And I don't know, well actually it's not even I don't know. Wind literally doesn't have that kind of burst that they can just not care that the elements not Earth. They don't got that kind of damage. How is Uriel Noir same element? Bruh. Well, their Ellie swapper is Clarice, yup. And she's not Wind. And she's not Wind. So, yeah. Ugh. Just fall over, bro. Oh, heck no. I was like, Clarice is just as powerful as Supreme Primarch. Clarice, the greatest Skyfarer of all time. I don't know about that. Damn, bro, there's 10 people in here and I still got to hit on Wind. What are you guys doing, slacking? And I got a second hit. You guys aren't even trying in there. Dude, I wish I could swap my MC skin, but I need Mana Diver to be on the skin at all times. But I'd like to see something different on my screen. You talk about that 9-2 piece on stream already? I did. I did. You know, I was just thinking about that joint though. I was thinking about it again. Dude, that pizza's so good. Dude, I gotta find the video. Hold up. I'm gonna find the video. Hold up, hold up, hold up. I'm gonna show you the type of thinking pizza I got, bro. That joint was, oh my god, it was so good, bro. Yo, right here, right here, right here. This seeking video right here, bro. This video right here, bro.
Right,
Look at this joint, bro.
for the house. So this is the grandma, the thin crust. This is
The
the
grandma thin crust Sicilian. It's the OG pie. So it's the first pie that put us on the map, believe it or not. But this is the OG pie. Simple yet delicious. Fresh mutts, fresh tomato sauce, olive oil, pecorino, and basil at the end. So sometimes simple is the best. You know, it's all about the ingredients. If you got a good tomato sauce, a good fresh mozzarella, all the ingredients, that's what makes the difference, you know. Olive oil, right? So we throw it back in the oven, figure like another 6 minutes, and then we should be good to go.
You guys making me hungry just thinking about it.
You don't burn
I
your
can tell
hands.
us about it. Bang, listen to the accent, that's what I'm saying,
When
bro.
you're doing this kind of work for so many years, your fingers become numb. You don't feel anything. You get used to it, you know. There's the grandma, right? Just wanted to cook maybe another minute.
All right.
And then it'll be done. Okay, grandma.
Bro. Dude, it's so ticking, bro. I've never tasted crust like this before either, bro. That joint was, oh my god.
For the fresh basil.
And bro, dude, the bro, the pizza it didn't flop at all, bro. It didn't flop at all. It was like a ticking cracker, man. Oh my god, it was so good. It was so good, bro. That place is OD. If you're ever in New York, bro, crispy with a K. Dude, I gotta get up there myself and just try try pizzas, bro. I told y'all, I wanna just go up the East Coast, bro. I just wanna go up the East Coast and just try pizza places up the East Coast. And I wanna end in New Haven. Me in there with a game. Gotta live out my pizza need through you because I'm too broke. Well, the thing about it is, like I said, like I was saying earlier, 80, I wasn't even there. My parents had gone to New York, and they actually brought it back. That's the reason why in that tweet, I was saying that it wasn't even in its truest form because I didn't get to eat it. I had to warm it back up in the oven. but I couldn't eat it like right off, right off like after it was made. So if I had been able to eat it like straight in the restaurant, it probably would have been like a 9.5 or something. It was that good even like reheated, which is insane. Like I've definitely had pizzas before that have kept integrity when you reheat them, especially if you do it in an oven. Like they can keep integrity, but this was just like, I don't know. It was gross. It was gross. It's gross how big the slice. Like you can't really tell in that video, but the slices are like pretty big. Like those squares are pretty big, and the fact that they just don't flop at all is crazy. They're just like stiff as a board. Pizza got to be top 5 food. Take a train. No, bro. I'm taking a car. I'm taking a car all the way up the East Coast, bro. Cause like I said, I want to go to New Jersey, I want to go to New York, and I want to go to Connecticut. And I want to try. The thing about it too is I'm not trying to just get off and try one pizza place either. I'm trying to try multiple pizza places, bro. Especially in like New York and Connecticut. Can I go to the city and find this place, man? The reasonably priced of the weekday. It's crispy. It's crispy with a K. 80. Crispy with a K. Crispy pizza. But yeah, it's really good. It's really good. I want to try their, they have like, you guys know I told you about the tiking. I'm like obsessed with ricotta now. I want to try the ricotta, but I saw that grandma pie, and the reason why I picked the grandma pie too was because I saw that video and it really made me want a grandma pie, and then I couldn't find it like anywhere around here. Like I couldn't find anybody that sold a pie that was like that. So I was like, if I only get one shot to eat crispy pizza, like I can get ricotta somewhere else, but I can't get this grandma pie anywhere else around me. So I gotta get the grandma pie. Oh, can a brother get a bar though? Like for real, for real? I'm tired of this. If I get another red ring, bro, I'm gonna crash out. Is that a deking Belial main summon lumberjack? Dude, I tweeted about this too. Bruh, I'm like so sad. I'm so sad that like people like still don't really make content for Grand Blue that aren't English, that aren't Japanese speakers, bro. I'm so sad at how many Shadowverse videos I've seen from English speakers in the last like week, just because of the whole thinking pricing thing, and it's just like nobody plays Grand Blue, bro. Nobody plays Grand Blue. Like you just have, and like what I'm trying to say is it's not even like mainstream people. It's just like dudes with like 100 subscribers or something making kicking videos on Shadowverse situation. It's just like, why ain't there people like that for Grand Blue, bro? Bruh, kicking, dude, that's another red ring. I'm crashing out. I noticed that. I wish I was knowledgeable enough to do it too. Bruh. Cause of a relaunch? I mean, true, but it's just like, come on, man. Come on, man. I'm gonna swap to this one. Oh wait, never mind, bruh. I don't have T-King. Surtur! It's not gonna work. Whatever. Bro, it would have been crazy if that was the one that gave me a bar. No, I don't need Surtur. GBF had an actual English app, it would change a lot. I mean, I guess. I don't even think it's the app, to be honest. I don't think it really matters whether or not it has an English app. I think the bigger issue with Granblue is it doesn't have an English presence. It doesn't have an English social media presence at all. The fact that Granblue relies on Granblue EN unofficial to do all their dirty work does not help the game. Cause I don't think a lot of people would be opposed to just, you know, cause Granblue is a freaking browser game, so it's like you can just play it in the browser, just swap the language and you're good. But people don't even know how to get to it in the first place, cause nobody talks about it, and there's no English social media to advertise it. My sales are mostly just from the wiki, so what did I do besides bar farm? Bruh, I need you to just talk about what you want to talk about, bruh. There's so many people playing and talking about Relink when that came out. Same with the fighting game. It was well respected when it drops new things. I knew the fighting game before I even knew it had a gacha. Now look at me. You've gone down a dark path, my friend. Sorry to hear that. But yeah, I don't know. It just sucks, bro. It just sucks. I feel like T-King, I don't know. I feel like I kind of got what I wanted for a bit, and then it kind of like died. Because what I wanted was I wanted to make videos so that more people would make videos, and then like I feel like Akub made videos for a hot minute, and that was sick. But then he just like kind of, I mean, he just fell off the game in general. And then like DY started on YouTube and stuff, and it was like, I mean, he still does stuff on YouTube, but I feel like DY definitely streams more than he makes videos. And I feel like a lot of his videos are just stuff from his streams. So there's not like a lot of like YouTube specific content that he does. Unless it's like, and that's another thing too. DY's a T-King. He's like the I'm gonna actually help like newer players guy. So it's like he makes stuff that I don't even care about. That doesn't help me at all. Like there's no like wind primal discussion stuff going on. It's just like, hey, here's how you do Rise of the Beast, which is a great video, but that don't help me. And then T-King, it also doesn't help T-King Sora. Sora had to go work. So Sora don't stream either. So it's like that presence is just gone. It's just like, I don't know. It sucks. A lot of people tend to give up as soon as they see JB language and complicated logins. Made my account after Granblue Versus 1, but I really got into GBF after Rising Drop Fossil. Type of content would you want to see? I just want to see people talk about the game. I just want to see people talk about the game. Like I want to see more people talk about, like the elements that they care about, things that they can improve. I think it'd be cool to see, you know, it might be cool to see videos like I know I did like some videos about taking like whenever like a new raid comes out, like when a new raid like Fosson comes out, or like Foss Zero or like Hexa comes out, I usually make a video that's like, here's how I progressed through this fight when I was doing it. But like nobody else does that for like any other element. They only do it for like I only do it for Earth. Nobody else does that. So no one else really talks about that stuff. I think it would be cool to see other people talk about, like, I mean, people like Kuwataro and stuff, they talk about, Guild War, or like when a new weapon comes out. I feel like for the most part, when a new weapon comes out, like Siegfried sword or something, nobody makes videos like I do when it comes to like the Siegfried sword. People would just say like, "Oh yeah, you're probably gonna need those," or "Should you spark on this banner?" But nobody goes into the nitty gritty of, this is how this joint works with a new grid. This is how it operates. Like obviously people talk amongst themselves about it, but there's not a lot of people making videos on it. And like I can do the Earth stuff because I know Earth like the back of my hand, but like, when something light comes out, it's like I kind of know what's going on just because I'm primal light too. But it's like I don't like for example, if that Teking, what's his name, like Starry something, like that guy that plays light all the time, that has that bird icon. Like if he was like English and he made videos about what happens with all, like, heck, when he started using a minnow, like the only reason everybody started using a minnow is because everybody saw him using a minnow, and it was like hey, this is kind of good. Why is he using that? Oh, he's using it because Deaking it plays into crit and triple attack and all this stuff. But it's like, it would have been cool if he had made a video that was like, hey, I've started using a minnow because Seeking, this joint plays perfectly into everything I'm trying to do in light, and this helps a lot with speed kills when it comes with Fall Zero. So this is why I started using a minnow. But you don't get videos like that in Grand Blue. It's literally like the only videos you get are like gameplay videos, and then people just kind of like, get the information they need through osmosis because it just shows up in so many grids, and people start trying it out because other people tried it out in a video, and it's like, oh, so this is why they were using this. Or like that Siegfried thing. That Siegfried full auto, bruh. Like that Siegfried full auto. It would have been great to have a Teking video that was like, hey, this is what I went through to make this Siegfried full auto, and I had to turn off Neo EMPs. But he didn't make a video like that. He just put up the Siegfried thing and was like, alright, figure it out. Which is, it's fun in its own right too, but it's just like, that's content that people just don't make for this game. Whereas I guarantee you, if this was like a Hoyo game, bro, and somebody figured out how to do something like Siegfried, there would be a video on that joint for sure. For sure. But it's just like people just don't make videos like that for Grand Blue. I mean, heck, you look at the Hoyo games, a new character comes out on Hoyo games, you got 50 bazillion content creators being like, hey, this person, should you pull for this person? Who does this person work with? What's the artifacts that you use on this person? What type of character is this person? All this stuff. You don't get that stuff for Teking Grand Blue. Or at least you don't get it in English. I know there are definitely some Japanese people that talk about new characters when they come out, but it's not English. And that's what I want. I want more English speaking people to make videos like that. And they just don't. Yeah, I can make a newbie guide to Hexa Fall Zeros. I'm trying to learn them myself. Hit a tag, refresh, repeat. GBF in a nutshell. Baja shield. Yeah, useless shield. I think the issue is there's not many people who can wail for the new stuff to test things like 3 Seek Sword. See, that's what you think. But the thing about it is there's definitely people out there, they just don't make videos. That's the thing. And I mean, at the end of the day, not everybody's gonna be a content creator. It's the same thing with the Hoyo games. Not everybody on Hoyo games is a whale, but you have whales that become prominent and they become content creators. But it's just like the whales on Grand Blue don't make content like that. That's the thing. They don't make content like that. But I guarantee you there's definitely whales out there who do stuff. And the thing about it is even if you're not a whale for everything, you can be a whale for something. You know, if you're just an earth whale and you just always do earth stuff, it's like you can make videos on sea stuff. And then when fire comes around, there could be whales that only whale for fire, and then they can make fire stuff. But it's just you just don't get people like that. People just don't make stuff like that. Or at least there's very few. There's very few people that make stuff like that. So it's not like you have to whale for every element. It's just you need more people to step up, and nobody steps up. So it's just like overall it gets cooked. This game doesn't cater to English people. GBF content is so bad sometimes you search for GBF Hawhead and you get less than 20 videos about her. Yeah, it's you know it's really bad where sometimes I remember when I was searching for before, like way back before I bought Ura, I would literally do this. When I wanted to find stuff about Ura, I would literally go here, I would go to this page, I would go to this other data, I would copy and paste this JP name and put that into YouTube. Because if you just searched up Golden Fist of Ura, there were like 3 videos. But if you searched up the Japanese one, you could find people in Japanese that actually use the weapon. And I've used that method for a lot of stuff in this game. Especially like newer stuff. Where I'll just search for, when I'm trying to find like videos of stuff, I'll just search the Japanese name of it instead of the English. Because I actually get more results. Because just nobody in English makes that joint. So it's just like, I don't know, bro. But that's what I want. I just want more people to talk about the game in general. And like I said, those are just ideas. You can literally talk about whatever you want. But it's just, I just like hearing people's. I mean, I think it's just a thinking. I don't know. It's like a circular thing. I think it happens in, like, again, I keep bringing up the Hoyo games because the Hoyo games are big, but it's just like discussion drives discussion, and it's one of those things where it's just like you just want to hear people talk about the game that you like playing, and that's essentially what I want. Is I just want more people that you can talk about their stuff in the game. Like you get like, you know, even the people that aren't whales or big content creators, I've definitely gotten recommended people for like Star Rail for their videos, and it's literally like, there's this one guy that literally his videos are literally him just walking around in a circle with the character, and he's just talking his mind about something. He's like dang, thinking, it's almost in the vein of the Teking the Teking Helog sometimes, where bro is literally just walking around and he's like, yeah, I'm planning to pull for this character. I think this character is going to be really good. I think this is how the meta is going to shift around this character and blah blah blah. But it's literally some dude with like 1,000 subscribers or something. Like he's not huge, but he's just talking the talk. But you have way more of those people in, which I guess honestly is probably Granblue's biggest detriment, is just that it has way less players in general than the Teking Hoyoverse games. Because when you have so many people like the Hoyoverse games, it's just dudes just, even if they're not big, they just talk anyway. But it's like when it comes to Granblue people, there's just way less people to even have the possibility of somebody talking. Gonna drop the Mocker rant. The company isn't helping players make that loot that engage people to talk about the game. I mean, that's what I said earlier. I said the fact that Teking Granblue, like, it's not even necessarily that Granblue needs an English client. It needs Teking English social media. The fact that Granblue just doesn't, pretty much like you said, it just doesn't cater to non-JP at all. It just doesn't help this side of the scene at all. Because you just don't get anybody having even eyes on the game. So unless you're already in, then it's like you're not gonna get in. Because people don't even know this game exists. I think I watched that guy too. Doesn't he have a tired voice? Yeah, it's that dude. He has like a Teking, I don't even know what his icon is. It's like a beaver or something. That's his icon. But I've seen. I mean, I don't watch that guy normally, but his videos have gotten recommended to me a couple times. and it's literally just him walking around in a circle in Star Rail, talking about random stuff. But it's like you don't get that in Grand Blue. Worst part is that I wouldn't recommend anyone to actually play this game. I watched a few of his vids. That's so funny. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's like I said, you get people like that in the Hoyo games that you just don't. You don't get people like that in Grand Blue. So I don't know. It just sucked. And the thing about it too is I know they're seeking yappers out there, bro. I know they are because I see them in Discords. I see people in Discords that be yapping about stuff. They like people have opinions about stuff. They, even if it's literally just the direction of the game. The direction of the game where it's like thinking, you know, I hate what thinking KMR Jr. is doing with the direction of the game or something like that. Like I see people yapping in Discords about it, but they don't make videos. They just talk amongst themselves. But that, I mean, that's literally content right there, bro. And you know how many people hate KMR Jr., bro? That joint would hit. And people were just seeking dogpiling. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, but that nobody makes that content. I think a big gate is difficulty as well. Other games are easy enough that there's so many stress and teams that can work, but GBF want a lot of specific things for setups like 100% TA or seasonal. Yeah, I do think another issue too is just the fact that Hoyo games really got to Hoyo games got to touch markets of people that like no other gacha game will touch because of the pandemic. So everybody was kind of just like forced into playing those games because that's what everybody was playing when you were stuck doing nothing else. So like people just kind of got sucked into that joint. Like you said, it's easy to like understand, and all the Hoyo games are like very, very similar. Like obviously they have like separate mechanics based on the game, but like they're all very similar. You can tell like, hey, this is like the artifact system, this is the thinking skilling system, oh, these are the books, you know, stuff like that. Like it's very easy to tell. So all that stuff is very, you can jump between game to game. So even if you don't like one game and you weren't going to yap about one game, you might yap about another one just because it's all interconnected. But it's like thinking Grand Blue, it's like like you said, there is a hurdle with like the learning curve of it. So it's just like, and I feel like at this point, Grand Blue is also just, again, the Hoyoverse tapped into thinking markets of people that would never have touched those type of games in the first place, and it's like a lot of those people that it tapped into are like casual people, whereas with GBF now, there's a lot less seeking casual players that are just willing to talk. So it pretty much falls exclusively to like the whales and stuff, and if the whales don't talk, it's like nobody talks. What are we talking about? We're just talking about random stuff. We were talking about thinking like how there's a lack of Grand Blue content. English. The multiverse concept too much makes it fun to an extent. Definitely comes down to the size of the English speaking side of Grand Blue. Fraction of content creators or total players must be very small in any game. Be real, GBF just isn't a game made for casual. The fact the game made it this far is kind of crazy. I mean, I think Grand Blue is still a game for casual. I mean, at the end of the day, it's seeking like, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything in Grand Blue. You can literally go in here and thinking, you can literally play Grand Blue and, bro, you know how many people don't know basic knowledge about Grand Blue? You can literally go in here and press this. And somebody can come kill the raid for you. You can literally do that for every fight. You don't even have to build like good grids. You can get like literally basic knowledge and just go in there and just seeking request backup and somebody can come kill the raid for you. So it's like, I wouldn't say it's non-casual friendly. I would say it's more so it's kind of weird. It's kind of, how am I trying to say this? It's kind of like, I don't know if it hooks people, I guess. I guess that's the thing. Whereas the Hoyo games, it's very easy to like hook somebody and keep them on the line. Whereas Granblue, you can play it casually, but how long is that gonna be fun for you? I think that's one of the things. And then that's kind of how you get to where 80 was talking about, where it's like a hurdle of actually trying to learn about the game. Whereas the Hoyo games, you can go from casual to not being like great at the game, but knowing how the game at least functions. Whereas Granblue, it's harder to even get to the point where you start to learn how the game functions at all. Like taking that step from just being complete casual baby to actually knowing how to even make a grid can take a lot more work than just throwing artifacts on characters in Hoyo games. So it's like, I don't know. God dang it, bro. Hoyoverse devs do at least appreciate the global fan base they have as compared to GBF devs. So many JP player exclusive events. No man, the game menu would turn off 90% of Hoyo players. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. I enjoy this game pretty casually. And when this stream isn't casual, seasonals are a thing for reasons. You're hardcore for watching a whale. I don't think that's true. That's definitely not true. Cause that's literally what the Hoyo dudes are too. Everybody that watches the Hoyo content creators, all those content creators are freaking whales. Just because you watch a whale doesn't mean you're hardcore too. You could still be baby. It's true that the menu is atrocious, but we don't think about it because we learned it. Me when stream is behind by like a minute. I don't know about that. I watch Hilo because he's chill. Thanks. I feel like a lot of Hoyo players would be turned off because in this game you gotta save. Also true. Yeah, that's also true. Heck, I would say thinking more so. I would say more so thinking that's something that's actually a good point. Cause like, dude, do you know how many people don't want to spark, bro? And you don't be getting characters as easy on this game as you be getting them in like Hoyo games. So that's true. And there's a lot more freaking characters too. There's a lot more characters in Granblue. There's a lot more stuff to cover in the Gacha than there is in a Hoyo game. No casual watching your stream, bro. I don't know if that's true. We watch whales because we don't want to spend that money ourselves coming from somebody that spends money. The HSR, I just be pulling for whatever and I'm good. Meanwhile, if you pre-pull in this game, you're cooked. Got my Hoyo friend into this and he doesn't know how to save it. Oh yeah. Saving this thing is a very big hurdle even for me, bro. I see fine women, I just start pulling. Bro has negative crystals. A number of different weapon series, awakening, forging, and reforging was really overwhelming for me in the beginning. The game barely playable without the wiki. Made a Hoyo player uncap and eternal. They're quitting by step 3. Unlock an eternal, yeah. But yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know, dude. But I don't know, man. Regardless, casuals or not, bro. Like I said, I know they're seeking. I know I'm not the only whale in this seeking game, and I know I'm not the only seeking yapper on this game. I'm just the only seeking whale in, well, not the only one, but I'm one of the only whales and yappers that actually seeking streams / makes YouTube videos that actually have commentary and aren't just showcases. But I know there's more of them out there. I know there's more of them out there. So you find women and start pulling me when subtext them on. Bro, y'all got issues. I told a non-GBF player about the 6 dragon trophy requirements. The whales pay to play the game less. Called me a masochist. I'm low-key cooked this summer because of Hawhead and Grand Zeta Rado didn't get either. God dang, bro. You're weird for playing to play the game more. Hawhead is a crazy sneak. That's what I'm saying, bro. Dude. Oh my god, I keep getting seeking red rings, bro. I don't even know what they're gonna do for this summer. I expect they're seeking. I don't even know. What did we get last summer? What am I looking for? Release schedule. Our banner history is what I was looking for. What did we get last year? Did we get a grand during summer last year? Tiki Medusa, bro. Dude, I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. I think there's gonna be a dark grand during the summer, bro. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. I think there's gonna be a dark grand during the summer. I think there's gonna be a dark grand during the summer, and there's gonna be at least two busted summer units. That's my guess. I think there's gonna be a dark grand, and I think there's gonna be two busted summer units. That's what I'm thinking. I love Dark Skin Queens. Just in the string, we're not getting any bars, bro. Characters, no. Summer, I'm gonna get a free hunting or resh. No grands, I feel it. Dark Impalement, maybe. How are we getting Dark Coat from an Earth man? Cause I already got what I need, bro. I just want Dark Summer Cosmos oiled up. It's dark, that dude. Clap. Jesus Christ. Chat. Clip it and ship it. Put it in the Discord. It's too much to ask. No, bro. I feel it for real. I think there's gonna be a dark grand and at least two broken summer units. That's my guess. I don't know. I can feel it, bro. I can feel it. I don't know. I feel like we ain't got nothing like. I feel like there hasn't been anything like broken in a hot minute. I feel like we're like ready to get something broken. Like I feel like we've gotten good stuff. Like Makara was good. Siegfried's like okay. UL was good. Mikala was good. But like I don't think anything's been like broken. Like I'm trying to see something crazy. There's gonna be one broken character for sure. Need bait for that scam show. Also true. Real talk though, if Cosmo gets a summer you caught all, I'm buying that Links May Frame 1. You don't consider V-Mocker that? No. I don't think V-Mocker. I think V-Mocker's really good. But I don't think she's broken. The Grand will be the industry player herself. Yatsuma for win now. Literally take her everywhere. Third time's the charm for a win man. For a win man? Nah, screw win, bro. Screw win. Screw win. Nah, I think Dark is gonna get some, bro. There's no shot Dark doesn't get anything, man. There's no shot. Makara's balanced solely because of that double strike. I don't know if that. I mean, I know what you mean, the double attack. I don't think that's what makes her balance, though. I don't know. I don't really know what makes. I think low key what makes Makara balance is that like all the other Earth characters suck. That's what makes Makara balance. She's like an insane buffer, but she can't buff everybody to the point that they just become disgusting just by existing. Like it's not like, I don't know, it's not like a Percival type thing where it's like Percival can just take anybody and just he can make them busted as crap just because he exists. But Makara, it's like essentially Makara doesn't just make it so that you steamroll everything with Earth now. Like you still have to play to the Earth mechanics. Like you can't, like Makara existing doesn't make it so that you can just use Raziel S3 turn 1. You know what I mean? You still gotta go through stacking Raziel. Like you still gotta go through getting red skills on Uriel. You still gotta do whatever on Kame. Like that Kame doesn't even do anything. He just stands there and guards. You still gotta use like however many skills on Sidala to get her S4 up. You still gotta build to the second awakening of Olivia. so that Olivia becomes busted. Like it's like Makra is a really good empowering character, but nobody else can nobody can match her freak. Nobody's up there that they can just do whatever they want. And then they also have Makra buff on top of that. It's just that Makra's buffs are really strong, so it makes everybody else look stronger, but they're not that strong, so she's just kind of like. And then also the other thing too is Makra does do a lot of damage, but like Makra also like. I mean, she kind of gets help now because of the Sieg swords, but like before Sieg sword, high key, like Makra low key was getting like her damage was low key getting gimped because, like you said, with the double attack thing, you wanted to play stuff like Makra weapon, but she doesn't keep triple attack, or like you can't play Makra with like Dante, because Dante buffs triple attacks, but she never triple attacks. So it's like you can't even though you really want to use like Dante and not Dante and Razio, Dante and Makara together, you can, but you're literally losing damage by doing that because Seeking Makara just doesn't play into Dante's mechanic. Whereas if you have a character like Percival, if I had Percival instead of Makara, it's like you could just use Percival. He's busted his crap and he just plays into Dante's mechanic just for free because he can triple attack. So it's like she has granted, don't get it twisted. She's still really, really good, but she still has restrictions, and the elements characters have restrictions that makes it so that she's not just broken. But she is really, really strong. Very, very strong. So you thinking that we get a Percy level unit this summer? I don't know if Percy level, because I don't think anybody's going to be Percy level, but I definitely think there's probably going to be a unit that just completely takes over whatever element they go into, and it's probably just going to be disgusting. It's probably going to be disgusting, but I don't think they ever do Percival again. Percival is too strong. But I think there's just gonna be like an all empowering unit, and it's probably gonna. I think another thing too is like another thing with Makra is Makra didn't really change. She didn't really change the game, I guess, for Earth. Like when it comes to like Phase 0, you literally do the exact same thing. Like it's not like Makra enabled us to start using like Berserker in Phase 0. And yes, I know you can use Berserker in Phase 0, but that's for like the speed kills. But it's not like the thing about it is you were already using Berserker in Phase 0 speed kills before Makra came out. She didn't change anything. It's not like when Makra came out, now Earth all of a sudden is just like the best burst Ellie in the game or something. Like you don't come in here and you're just like, oh, Makra came out, forget fire, now we're just gonna start bursting PBHO. Like it's like no. Like it didn't change that much for a lot of that stuff. Like it made a lot of our full autos better. It made us stronger in high level, but it's not like she really changed the game overall. But I guess more so I could see a character kind of like Grand Narmaya. Like you know when Grand Narmaya came out, Grand Narmaya just kind of took over everything. Like you started seeing wind in like bar raids. You started just bursting random crap with wind. I could see a character that kind of does that for an Ellie, where it's just like, or like Florence and Mugen. When Florence and Mugen came out, it's like you just started seeing light and like all this stuff that you never saw light in before, because now they can just actually burst. Like I could see a unit like that. Screw wind, bro. Makara's balance solely. Oh, I already read that. I'm just waiting for Makara FLB end of the year because she's so frustrating to use. I've been replaced her with Kumbi in every setup. I don't know about that, but yeah, she definitely doesn't be dodging. What is the last busted unit in your opinion? I don't know actually. I was gonna say Zeta, but I don't think Zeta's like busted either. Although she's really, really strong. I don't know actually. I feel like a lot of oh yeah, actually. Yeah, Paella. Paella came out after Percival, right? Paella came out after Percival, right? You know exactly what I'm talking about when I say industry plan. Oh yeah, I do. Kame should give his buff to team without being present so you can kill him. Help his dart. We haven't seen that a bit though. Summer Galleon. No, Summer Galleon. I already told you guys I don't think Summer Galleon's really that good. I'll be real. I really don't. And it's not even that Summer Galleon is not that good, it's that the Wind MC cannot take advantage of Summer Galleon how they're supposed to. Like, could you imagine if Summer Galleon was in Earth instead, and you had that joint on a hunting MC? You don't have an MC like that in Wind. So besides Guild War and Siegfried, where do you see taking Summer Galleon at? Nowhere, because you don't use her for anything. You don't use her for any full autos. You don't use her for any manuals because you don't manual with taking Wind. You don't burst with Wind unless it's Guild War. So it's like Summer Galleon has good stuff, but Wind cannot keep up with her. It's kind of the same thing with V Makara actually. Although I would argue that V Makara does a lot more for your team at large than Summer Galleon does. Because Summer Galleon is pretty much completely focused on MC, and your MC just ain't strong enough. Haven't seen that in a bit though. Last one was Paella. SSR Lyria is going to be the next game-changing character. Hope it's light, speaking my language. We already have SSR Lyria, it's called Yatima. Paella came out after they gimped Esgallion by not making her assassin full turn. But yeah, I would say probably Paella. Cause yeah, Paella is a Tekken character that you use in like literally like everything. Like literally like everything. And she literally just warps that element. You can do Tekken, I don't know, you can do crazy stuff with that character, bro. Crazy stuff with that character. And that character does stuff by herself and she buffs your team like crazy too. That joint's insane. And it also helps too that Tekken Water's characters can kind of match her freak. I mean, obviously she's still like the top tier. But it's like water characters ain't no slouch. They can keep up with her. So it's like, yeah. I don't even know why I did this. I'm trying to do this. I need Fedial uncapping. Uncap to happen. We'll find a way to use Summer Galleon and Hexen Fall Zero. And see, that could be the win stuff, bro. You don't see. That's another thing. That's another thing where thinking people don't experiment enough on this game unless they're JP. People don't experiment unless they're JP or liches. Unless they're JP or liches, people don't experiment that much on this game. So like, could you use Summer Galleon in those raids? Maybe, but nobody's gonna try that joint. They'd rather just stick to their kicking Rising Force because they know that joint works. Nobody wants to go try out Summer Galleon in like Romfaya. Nobody wants to do that joint. But that's content, bro. But nobody wants to do that. Sun Call and dodge all in one button. Yeah, that joint's disgusting. I know it still throws me off to this day because I told you guys a lot that Tekken, when Paella came out, like Paella came out with Uriel, and I was so you know, stuck with Uriel that I straight up did not read Paella's kit until like February or like March. Like I literally didn't even know what that character really did until then. It was still so crazy to me when I realized that you can use Paella taking the sun button. I don't even remember if it's S2 or S3, but you can use that button and then she can still attack. She doesn't double strike, but she can still attack. I thought for the longest time that was like an all ally sub. She just stands there and gives the rest of your party the ability to double strike, and then she just can't do anything. But she can move too. And I was like, what? What do you mean she can move? She can just attack as well? Freely? Yatima hitting 11 mil on Ogi, still crazy to me. Still funny to me. And Water had Paella and then got Yatima. I got a brick. You're permanently banned 80. As someone who has been who has Romfire and Summer Galleon. It sucks. I love the name. I love the name of that Payola skill, by the way. What even is it? Where is she? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Yeah, screw her. Time for a GBF podcast. Yeah, she give herself dodge so she risks nothing. Screw Payla, man. But yeah, I don't know. Like, that character's gross. Payla and Dala just broke dark players. I can't blame them. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, bro. I mean, it's the same thing that I gotta deal with Teking Raziel, bro. Percival into Raziel. It's like, this character was literally just made to be Percival in Earth, but now I gotta deal with all this stuff. And bro literally can come in here and just press S3 for free. He could just press S3 for free. Dala, my beloved. Mess with Payla heavy. Payla free double strike and dodge all, and then Dala falls asleep. Rounded Dala ringer. I love my overworked snake. She makes me feel like the way I overwork myself is base. We were already broken, don't underestimate us. Whoops. Earth getting characters that need hella stacks for no reason. I'm saying, bro. I mean, they finally started to get away from it, though. I'm really glad. It's still, bro. It's still so funny to me, bro. Because I said this joint, bro. I said the only way Earth gets better is straight up you just replace the whole roster, bro. And obviously we still use characters like Raziel, we still use characters like Uriel sometimes. But they're not nearly as prominent as they were. They're not nearly as prominent as they were. Ever since we got Teking, ever since we got Makra, ever since we got Sidala's FLB, ever since we got Sarasa's rebalance, like all these Seeking characters that we got, heck, Siegfried, I mean Siegfried still has stacks too, but his stacks are infinitely easier than half of the other characters that exist in the element. Infinitely easier. So it's just like I said, I kept saying this. I was like, to fix Earth straight up, they just gotta rebuild the whole freaking roster. Because the characters are so messed up, you're not gonna fix that joint. You straight up just gotta oust them. You gotta just get other characters. The only one that's really like hanging on like a lot is Seeking Olivia, because Olivia does have like a good kit. But like everybody else, they're situational at best now. Like Raziel, Uriel, characters like that are situational at best. Sparked and Dala day one without reading the kit. That damaged me. Trying to replicate the Showfist grid in Magnus sucks, bro. How am I supposed to do it? We have a bloodshed weapon. How am I supposed to use it? Am I supposed to put my Exaltos? Think you just go primal, fam. Think you just go primal. Leave the Magna behind. Does Earth have any mechanic or debuff it relies on? MC. MC Hunting? No, it doesn't have a debuff it relies on. It doesn't have anything it really relies on, to be honest. It kind of just does, whatever. The biggest thing Earth relies on is Seeking. The biggest thing I guess the mechanic Earth relies on is you have to make a squad that can actually work with each other. That's the thing. Cause it's like when you bring Raziel, you have to bring some type of like you can't bring all characters that just have like healing skills or Teking or like blue border skills. Like you have to, if you're bringing Raziel, you have to play around characters that have either yellow skills or red skills. If you bring Uriel, you got to bring characters that work around Teking. You got to bring characters that work around Teking red skills. I would also say when you bring Earth, depending on what characters you bring, you kind of have to play into a certain type of play style as well. Where it's like if you're gonna bring Makara, you're not really bringing Makara for an Ogi comp. You have to bring like when you bring Makara, you need to bring auto attackers. You need to bring auto attackers. You're trying to play into the auto stuff when you're bringing a character like Makra. Of course, you can Ogi, but you need to bring characters like you're not gonna pair like Makra and Octo together. You know what I mean? You're not gonna do that. And then when you play Ogi, you then need to shift your entire focus, and all those characters need to be Ogi. You can't. It's like you don't mix and match characters. So the mechanic that Earth plays around is you just need to play characters that work together. Bye, Doya. Loki, we just need Grand Olivia 2 in Light with Paola S3, Percy S3, and Self S Galleon S1. You're not getting any of that, pal. Fire's working with Singe, Water, and Glaciate, sorta. Dark's using Crest. I don't even know if that's true. I mean, I guess Dark kind of uses Crest, but I mean, Dark also just has a Rush Google. I'd say the only one out of those that even kind of matters is like the Singe for Fire. And even that, I don't even think Fire characters really play around Singe that's not Percy. And Percy's so strong that the Singe barely even matters. Especially when you're always running Mana Diver MC plus Percival himself. You don't even have to you don't have to build around Singed. You just get Singed. Like, yeah, to make some stuff function, yeah, the Singe is a requirement, but it's not like you need to actively think about building towards a Singed based party. You just play the stuff you were going to play anyway, and Singe just happens. You don't have to even really consider it. And Glaciate, I don't know who's playing around Glaciate. I mean, it exists, yeah, but like, who's actually playing around Glaciate in water? Earth is the tank element. Jokes aside, I would like a light character that can inflict Thunderstruck that's above 9.1. That's why Sieg is so weird and he's so good to have better autos. Well, I think Sieg is weird, but I think Sieg, I guess Sieg, I will give you, Sieg is kind of weird. Sieg is kind of weird, but I think Sieg is a fine character. I think what he does is good. Because I think Sieg is kind of like that middle ground, which I think low key is something that Earth needs. It kind of needs some more of those middle ground characters. Well, I don't know if I need more of those middle ground characters, but I think having a middle ground character was good because it helps with stuff like Leviathan Mare, and it helps with stuff like Diaspora. Because Diaspora is something where you also want to you also kind of like ideally you want to be able to Ogi in Diaspora. Like ideally you want to Ogi in Diaspora, and you also want to be able to do a lot of auto attacks and skill damage. You want to do all three when you're trying to do a fight like that. If you're trying to do it like solo is what I'm talking about, not just burst. But like when you're trying to do those fights solo, like having a character that can do both is kind of nice. Whereas all the other Earth characters are kind of shoehorned into one to the other, and you just kind of get screwed with that because the fight doesn't want you to do one or the other. It wants you to do everything. So having a character like that is nice. But yeah, I will say he is weird. But he's a good weird, I would say. Because like I said, I think Siegfried does what he's supposed to do well. And I like him for that. I think it'd be nice if there were just more options. Like, why do side games only FLB one character a month? Europa needs it. I think the real gimmick of Earth is buffs and number of buffs. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I mean, I guess buffs are kind of important, yeah. Who's actually playing around Glaciate? Europa who? Who? Doesn't Gabriel and Europa play out Glaciate? Do they? Do they? What do they do off Glaciate? I mean, I know Gabriel has Glaciate, but what does she play off of that has Glaciate? Like, what in her kit is affected by Glaciate? As a character, he's fine, but he's hard to fit into parties. Yeah. Yeah, I think Siegfried, like I said, I think Siegfried is just, he's made with a very specific purpose. He's not a character that you just throw into everything. He's a character that's made for specific things, and I think the specific things are Diaspora, Leviathan Mare, and Solos. That's what I think he's made for. His coat, one decent normal unit, and he's out. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Remember buff matter for Monica, Olivia, Andromeda, etc. The fact that he gives a lot of buffs. I mean, I don't know. I feel like the Monica Golden Knight thing is kind of a thing of the past. Like, yeah, it matters for them, but those characters have been out for so long that it's kind of whatever. Olivia, I can kind of see, but honestly, Olivia kind of gets satisfied by just herself plus having Lobelia in the back line. If you literally just have Lobelia in the back line plus her own buffs, pretty much any other buffs that she gets, she kind of just fulfills her own requirements by existing with those two things active. So it's not like I need to actively, like I would say when it comes to something like Andromeda, well, not even Andromeda either, because Andromeda has stuff like the unique buffs that only it has that helps play into it as well. So even with Andromeda, I feel like you never really have to play like, okay, I need characters that specifically give me a lot of buffs. It's more so you just play characters that play well with the thing and you just get the effects. So it's like, yeah, they play around buffs, but it's like, you know, I mean, everybody plays around buffs. Everybody wants buffs. I guess they have requirements for buffs, but it kind of just happens. See, free glazing, heck yeah, keep it coming. Astral Yuki stat revolves tournament. Also Amelia and the others, I'm sure. Europa's skill nuke doubles and she gets temporary fur when Glaciate is at 10. Oh, wow. Wow. But it's like, the thing about it, see my thing though, is it's like, I guess my thing about it is when I see characters like Europa, like what you're talking about with the Glaciate thing, it's like, yeah, they play off Glaciate. It's the same thing with Percival, how Percival plays off Singe. But you're never going to build your party around Glaciate just to get that on Europa. Europa gets her other stuff regardless. That's my point. It's like, yeah, Glaciate helps the character. Singe helps the character. But you're not going in there like, I need to specifically build a team to build Glaciate or build Singe just so this character can become broken. They're already busted. That's just a bonus. And they're going to get that bonus anyway, too. Like you play a team of, you know, MC whatever, Europa, Yatima, Hasilia. Europa's gonna eventually get her Glaciate thing anyway. Yeah, she could get it faster if she had more Glaciate people, but why would you give up Yatima and Hasilia for that? When her kit by itself, when her kit by itself already works without it. Agree the condition is easy to get, just its reoccurring gimmick in Earth. I guess that is true. I would say the buff thing, it has shown up on other characters and other LEs, but I'd say it definitely shows up more on Earth people than it does on others. So yeah, I can give you that. Problem is, Sieg doesn't do anything special. He should be the first one to go as soon as we get a better unit, unlike Olivia or Makara. Bro, what do you mean Sieg doesn't do anything special? Have you seen that S3, my guy? Have you seen this S3? Have you seen this S3? This water conversion? That's kind of strong. Not to mention the fact that this guy can also amp somebody behind him as well. What do you mean he doesn't do anything special? What do you mean by that? He does two things very special. I didn't mean to build around it because I don't think any element actually works like that these days. Maybe dark for the crest passes. I mean, I guess, yeah. I don't know. I guess that's what I thought you meant though. For 3 turn and you aren't gonna replay it. You know when you Ogi, you reset that skill, right? Once you get his stacks up and you Ogi, you reset that skill. And you can keep it up permanently. You aren't gonna replace Kane with that. I think you will replace Kane because the thing about it is in, like I said before, in a lot of the solos that you do, you already don't bring Kane. So having a defensive unit that can also play into Ogi related stuff and also can keep you even safer than some of the units like Alexiel that already exist is kind of strong because he can have better uptime than Alexiel can. That's what I mean. Also the fact too, to be honest, if you're playing anything, even if you like, once you get the water conversion up, but if you're playing something that's on, like already is water, that dude, it's very hard to kill that guy because he caps the taking damage taken. So it's very hard to kill him if you're playing anything with water or once you get his stacks up and you can have that joint permanently. Because he caps all damage at taking 5k, and it's not even like Sarasa, where Sarasa needs to be in red. He caps it at 5k just because it's water. So he essentially has the same thing as Sarasa, where bro can barely be killed, but he gets it at all HP levels by just existing, which is really, really strong. But again, I mean, Siegfried is not a character that you bring for everything. He's not something you bring for like you're thinking Tefnut Filato. You don't bring him for that. So yeah, if you get a normal character there, it's like yeah, you can replace him. But when it comes to certain things, he's still really strong in them. Heck, I would actually say low key, depending on what type of character we get, I would say it's actually really hard to replace him in Leviathan Mare. Because that taking damage reduction actually helps a lot for keeping Sarasa alive, so that Sarasa can actually burst when she needs to. Because if you don't have that damage reduction, unironically she can just drop because you actually end up with the taking the dot damage because you're oging with runting, even though you don't take Sieg Dagger, you're still taking dot damage. So even if that water damage hits you for like 100 or 200, like that joint is taking you down. Even like, because Sarasa, she still caps damage, right? But it's like the fact that you even take damage is already kind of a detriment that Siegfried can kind of keep her alive through. But if you take out that reduction, then oh snap, Ray. Then it's hard to keep her alive. Not to mention too, just seeking push timings on whatchamacallit, on Leviathan Mare, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think he's strong for specific things. Dude, I'm hungry, man. Could you sack Kame after he gets the buffs or something like Sarasa or C? No. He has to be active. He has to be active on the field for the buffs to work. You still keep the buffs, but they don't work anymore if he's off the field. Which sucks. Which sucks, because if there's anybody we want to replace, it's Seek and Kame. But yeah, you can't. Yeah, that's why unironically a lot of if you ever do a lot of Fa high level, like if you try and do this full auto with Kame, some of those joints can straight up just brick at the end, cause like Some of those joints can break at the end because if Kame dies to like 35% Paradise Lost or something, or if he gets like, if somebody dies and like Lobelia comes out and then he gets seeking Gopher Wooded, then you just lose your buffs. Cause so now all of a sudden you're actually not taking water damage anymore because Kame died. So yeah, like it can kind of suck. Oh wait, I can't. Oh wait, I can't use this. I can't use the other one. Makes no sense. You already gave the buzz. Let him work. Nah. Dude, it would be unironically, it would be so busted if you could keep his buffs. If you could keep his buffs and then just bring in like, if you could bring in like seeking Siegfried or something, he could just seeking tank by himself, and you could just buff all your other characters. Now I have Kame on the board. That joint would be busted as crap. But yeah, that's the reason why we gotta keep Kame around. Which honestly, that's another seeking thing too. That's another reason why I don't think Makara's seeking is busted either. Cause like, when it comes to high level, when you're running like Fall 0 and stuff, it don't matter how many buffs Makara gives, bro. Kame is literally better to just guard that dude and let him sit. But if we had a third character that was out there taking, bro, if we had a third character that was out there bursting with Makara, utilizing all her buffs, a third character sitting back there actually doing something, and we had like Kame buff on top of that joint, dude, our DPM would be like taking 600 mil or some crap. We would be disgusting. Heck, I mean, heck, if you could just bring like Razio, bro. Like straight up, if you could bring Razio, Olivia, if you could bring like Razio, Olivia, Makara to Fall 0 and like always hit on, like essentially all those characters had taking Kame buffs on them. Sheesh, bruh. We'd be blowing that crap up. Manifesting harder, butter. Yeah, you gotta manifest real hard, cause looking real dire, bro. I'm telling you, I'm done at another 200 horns. I'm donezo. I'm gonna you can just go full auto stuff and go take a shower. And I'm getting closer and closer at taking 70k, bro. Two sacks would be tense in Fall 0 in terms of countdown to the end. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. Honestly, we're kind of screwed though. Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is I kind of wish what I was trying to say is not the logistics of it. I was just saying if you could straight up, if Raziel just had taking Kame buff on her or something, like she could literally be Kame, but she had the kit of Raziel, and you could just run that front line. So like no sacks required or anything. I'm not talking about logistics. I'm just talking about purely if you could run that front line. That front line would be disgusting. But we literally can't run that front line because Kame's mechanics only exist on Kame. And it's better to just guard Kame than actually have him attack. So we're essentially just constantly down a character. Whereas other elements get to use all their characters. Whereas for us, Kame is literally just a utility belt that just stands there and takes damage. People don't. Okay, you see the bar slowly dropping. Yeah, but no, I was saying it just purely because we were talking about earlier how like I don't see Makara as being just like disgustingly broken. And I think it's because the rest of the characters hold her back, and that's one of the things I'm talking about. It's just Kame has to be there, but that character is not playing into everything that Makara gives you because Kame just sits there and guards. But if you had another character that could actually play with her stuff, then it would make her a lot better. Oh man. Yeah, You don't want her, hand her over that Makra to Dark. Bro, why do you even want Makra, bro? You want Makra just so you can use Ereshkigal, and it's like, wait a minute, she already double strikes for free. This isn't even a gain. Yeah, bruh. Bro, I never honestly, that's another thing that really is annoying about Makra too. Because a lot of characters, a lot of times when you want to burst in Earth, it's like, hey, you want to bring Glorybringer and you want to bring the team-wide double strike move, and she is Katana, but she already double strikes. So it almost feels like you're wasting a button just to use it on like one or two other characters. Really, just one. Because that's another thing too. Like if you run a PBHL setup, for Earth, right? If you run a PBHL setup for Earth, and let's just say you do MC with Hunting, Sandolphin, Makra, and Raziel. MC and Makra already double strike for free, and Raziel isn't actually sword specialty, so she doesn't get affected. So literally the only person on that team that's getting affected is Sandolphin. So it's like, yeah, you want to use this because Sandolphin double striking is really good, and that's probably more damage than any other button you can press that you can bring, but you're essentially using a button just to give Sandolphin double strike. You're not really actually affecting your entire team as a whole because nobody else on that team gets affected. It's only Sandolphin. So you're essentially forced into using an extra button just to get bare minimum honor gains. Because yes, it's still better than bringing like taking Glory Blade or something, like a red skill on MC. But you're doing that just for Sandolphin. So it's like that kind of nerfs Makra's potential too, because it's like obviously her just double striking for free is great, but it's like when your other characters can't keep up with that, it makes it less great because you still have to play to those other characters' weaknesses. Even though she's way ahead of the pack, you still have to play to the rest of your squad. And that's what I mean when I say I don't think Tiki Makra is busted, because Seeking the Ellie still sucks. Like the characters still suck. Take anything at this point. Earth is the patient zero Ellie. Raziel passive should work with Glorybringer. They need to change that. They're not gonna change that. They're not gonna change it, bro. They're simply not going to. But like that's the type of thing I mean when I say if Makra. Now if you had Makra and she didn't double, well see that's the give and take though. If she didn't double strike, that setup becomes way thinking better, because it's like, oh snap, now we get to use a Makra and we get to make her double strike, and now this is really strong. But it's like, then you're also just giving up your character that could always double strike for everything else, and it's like, then you get gimped in other situations. So it's just like a thinking tug and pull. Oh, I don't know, but that's just how I TK. That's how I see her. Again though, she's busted as crap. Like she's still really strong, but she's just not. She's not like Percival level. IMO. Is it Seeking Harvin done yet? Nope. Another 20. RS3 should have given her one turn triple strike or triple attack. Hitting PBHL during water phase was an Olympic sport. I'd be a gold medalist. Relatable. Relatable. I feel like PBHL, it's either like 60% or lower, or it's in water phase. It's like one or the other. There's no in between. When do you ever hit on fire phase? When do you like ever hit on earth phase? It's like either wind phase or below, or it's on water. Basically, Earth doesn't have a I can send this character everywhere. Well, no, that's not true. That's not true. Cause well, actually, it kind of is true. It kind of is true. Cause you don't really bring Makara to Ogi stuff either. TBH. So kinda. I guess it's more so. You don't have a character that warps everything around them like you do with Percival. Makara doesn't warp everything around her. Mostly because Makara is kind of more of a like she does a lot of damage, but I would say Makara is kind of more of a support unit than she is anything else. Again, she does a lot of damage too, but she's a buff support utility unit that just also happens to do a lot of damage. But she debuffs, she buffs with S2, she can dodge tank, she can dodge all on everybody with S3, plus she can give them all echo. Like she's more of a support unit than a all-rounder. I don't know what you mean. The PBHLs I see are either water or dead. True, they may or may not have a character they send everywhere, but they have a weapon. I feel like no other element has that either, though. I don't think Dragon does that. Percival really one of a kind. Don't you bring? Well, what do you not bring Payola to? Mugen full auto? Is that the only thing? The only thing you don't bring? You don't bring Payola to? You bring her like Fa Zero Hex and like all your other normal full autos, right? And all your bursts. So what do you not bring Payola to? Just Mugen? Chat, how funny would it be if at 5 stars illustrious weapons started getting Death Strike, Stratagem, and or Demolishment as a third skill? Not funny at all. You've seen less of her since Yatima came out. Isn't the team just Yatima, Payola, Hasalia though? Except for Mugen, where it's like Yatima, Hasalia, Europa. Don't give them ideas. What 5-star hunting gave impalement? I had no idea how Pale is busted. Kind of fair Pale, it kind of does turn every other content. That's what I'm saying. You just rush everything down. Especially too, because water kicking, you can just double strike with your Opus, which just buffs her even more. She's not in the mastery trial full auto. Yeah. Yeah, she's not. She's not in that. Cause that's seeking Yatima. That's Yatima Hasalia Quatre. But she is in the thinking. She is in the blue chest one though. She's not in the full auto one. I don't even know if they have that full auto one on here. Where the heck? Oh. Oh, I guess maybe not this either. I don't know, I've never used this one before. But she's in this one. She's in this one. She's in that one. I don't know. I know people live and die by the Seeking Race Velgar Shield Sworn one, bro, but I think they're on some cope. User in this. User in this. User in this. Don't use her in this. Actually, I don't even think you use her. Do they have that? Yeah, you don't even use her in the Sumabito one, so she just doesn't. But the thing about it is you can use her in Mugen, though. You can definitely use her in Mugen. But, yeah, this setup doesn't use her. Belial, you don't use her. Belial, I feel like Belial's kind of weird, though. Because Belial, his mechanics just be kind of whack. So that one's fair. User and Bubs. She's in here. In here. Guess she's not in here, but nobody's doing this joint anyway. In here. In here. In here. Ryan's known for most content. You can use Palo for Mugen too, but they're just better options. Water's brain dead, I swear. You do use Palo for Mugen burst. Like auto easy. I use her Mugen, she's broken. Was that Mugen Uno only? Yeah, this joint's whack, bro. This joint's whack. This joint's whack. I don't use this one. I use Seeking. I don't think they have mine here. Mine's Seeking Street King for my full auto. Imagine doing Mugen. Ugh. But I will say though, I do think Seeking. I mean, I think we can all agree though that Percival is still Seeking better. But I think Paella, I would say Paella is closer to that Percival level than Makra is. I guess I'd say that. Oh snap, we're healing. Hey, yo. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'ma head out. I'ma head out. I'ma head out, bro. I'ma head out. Mercy clears, sure, yeah. Unk is throwing. Nah, bro, that was all part of the plan. See, I healed him in wind phase so that more people could hit on wind. See? Nice guy. Nice guy, Heloise, bro. Makra needs a triple attack to even be near them. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think the triple strike, not being able to triple strike is really annoying, but constant double strike is broken. I will say that. That is the most broken thing about Makra. Constant double strike is broken as crap. Cause that's one of the things I hate the most about. That's the reason why it's so hard. That's the reason why it's so hard to catch up to Fire when it comes to burst. Is because Fire essentially gets to attack 3 times. All their characters, well, I guess almost all their characters, get to attack 3 times for free in one turn. Because you get Sun Call, you get Percy S3, and you get your normal attack. All on turn 1. No other Ellie can attack that many times in one turn. Or at least at the start. At the start of the fight. Nobody else can do that. Okay though, can we rant about that lame Fire roster upgrader set? What do you mean lame? That joint's good. You mean this? I wish I could use this, bro. Dude, if I hadn't gotten this dude off of that other scam, I would have got him off this. That joint's goated as crap. Grand Aglaville will be better first. We'll mark it down. I said it here. Most correct. Click ZS3, then all characters attack 3 times turn 1. Well, no, she needs stacks, right? She needs stacks for that thing. You don't get the Deaking double strike off rip. I was looking forward to a nice subtick set to get my big booty Queen Mars, since we got in a weird not subticks, but it's clearly a subtick. I guess innate. I guess Assassin could count as 2 turns innate. Oh, I guess that's kind of fair, yeah. 5 I don't even think it would have been crazy to give her triple for a few turns at least. But yeah, like that's the reason why it's so hard. It's so hard to catch up to Fire. It's not even necessarily that they're doing more damage than any other element. It's just literally just the fact. It's literally just the fact that they attack more than anybody else. Nobody else attacks as much as Fire. They literally overwhelm me with the amount of Deaking hits. Also, I got food, so I'm gonna eat this. Still get that fire banner thing right? Just get a random. Yeah, but it's like I don't care about the gold moon like that. I don't care about the moon. I'd rather just use that money on a summer banner. But yeah, I could buy it. It's gonna give me a moon. The rings though, bruh, I did my records. I'm still sitting on like 30 rings. I used some rings earlier just for just for fun, cause I was seeking board. Crazy how good Pale is. A year and a half later, I'm scared for the FLB. My team's so trash. I use Necromancer for PBHL and still got bars. Dark is depressing. Anyone saw Lobelia? Bro, Lobelia is so freaking good. What are you talking about? Lobelia is so freaking good. Dark Lobelia is so good, bro. Dark Lobelia is so freaking strong. That's like unironically one of the better characters you guys have gotten. That dude is so strong. See, the only reason you think that fought is because you don't have Teking Zosimos, bro. You're not playing to the crest. That's the reason why you think he sucks. But that character is so freaking strong, bro. Yup. You want Zosimos, bro. You want Zosimos. I'll get Zosimos when you get Raise. Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna get it right now, but I might get it by the end of the summer. So I hope you got your moons ready. Hey, I'll take you up on that. Probably by the end of the summer, I'll take you up on that deal. I want to see what happens like during the summer, because if that joint gets like crept or something, then I'm not buying it. But that's only because it's like super close to summer. But yeah, I'll get Hray. Why is this guy buying Hrays at the end of summer? Because I just want to make sure that nothing stupid is gonna come out that's just like, hey, you have Hray, you literally just threw. As long as that doesn't happen, I'm okay with buying it. I'll be dumb and join in Zosimos over Aresh. Imagine that. Okay, I don't know about that. I know Fod has Aresh. I know Fod has Aresh. He just doesn't have Zosimos. I think you should get Aresh before Zosimos, but I know he already has Aresh. Telling you guys again, Illustrious ticket is coming on Annie. Bro, y'all been saying that for like 3 Annies. 150 moon weaponless. The goal was a rush by 2026. Yeah, you should stay on that goal. You should stay on that goal. Don't jump to Zosimos. Deal. Yo, clip that, bruh. Clip that. Somebody can screenshot that joint. Screenshot Fod agreeing to the deal. Race Belger for a Zosimos. I think Race will get a slight buff once water gets impalement, since it's so grid efficient. Bro, you think we're getting Teking impalement, bro? What if they get something weird like Earth did? Honestly, that is a pretty good point, though. That is a pretty good point. When they get impalement, it'll probably be better. I know this gets brought up enough, but the backlog, the backlog of weapons Dark is behind is actually criminal. Bruh, and characters, they still don't have Deacon Primarch. I really don't know. I mean, I do know what they're doing, but I really don't know what they're planning. Because I'm telling you, they're trying to figure out how they want to balance whatever they're going to give Dark. But, god dang, is it taking a really long time. It's taking a really long time. It's like, it feels like one of those things where it's like, yeah, we really need to give Dark a new weapon. We should brainstorm on that. And then they're like, oh, actually, you know, I kind of want to work on another element right now. Let's do that instead. And then they just leave. Like, there's probably like a fucking somewhere in Cygames HQ. There's probably like a Dark case study folder, and somebody picks it up every couple months, and they're like, "Dang, let me add some notes to this." And then they're like, "Hey, we need you over here. Water needs a new Grand." Ah, okay. Put down the Dark document. They come back a couple months later, pick up the Dark document. You can scribble in a few more notes. Hey, we need you over here. Fire needs a fucking main hand, bro. Okay. Put down the Dark document. You can go work on Fire, bro. It's like, bro. Because it's like, the thing about it is it's so obvious what Dark needs on like a basic sense. Like, obviously Dark needs like potentially a main hand, impalement, or an equivalent type weapon, and a Primarch. But it's like, you gotta decide what characters you're gonna give to the impalement weapon, what characters you're gonna give to the main hand weapon, what weapon you're gonna give to the Primarch. And they're just like not taking that step to figure out what they want to actually do. Imagine if they make a new fire character that has seen Dolphin's element switch. So I got a Rish brother, join the cult. Dark gets primal mod when GBF 2 announced. At this point, they could give Dark a Primarch whose weapon is impalement, fall, zero key, and dish, right? I mean, I think that's probably what's gonna happen. I pretty much assume that the Primarch is probably gonna come with the impalement. I doubt very seriously that they space them out at this point. Unless they just plan to drop like 2 Dark Grands back to back or something. During the field, Faw's Dark Primarch, that's why they're taking so long. Makes sense because Dark is so heavily reliant on the grid. As soon as Fire Guild War is over, it's Dark Renaissance, I'm telling you. Yeah, I think it's the same thing too. Like I said earlier, I think there's gonna be a Dark Grand during the summer. I really do. If Fire got skill damage, Dark should be same. You know, I don't know. I've had it in my head for a while. That I really think I think Wind's gonna get the other skill damage one. And I think Dark is gonna get the auto one. I don't know why, but that's what I feel. I felt like it for a hot minute. Are we finally gonna get Sariel Grand? Yeah, Sariel get the shotgun. Redux. Could be a Grand on next banner. They love release event character on following banners. Me so effed. They gave Dark limited swimsuit Osiris with impalement. Yikes, bro. Yeah, you said it, not me. All this waiting for Sariel just for him to be back like Andy. That Grand. I know you don't feel anything for Wind stop the cap. No, I really do. I don't know why, but I just really think Wind is gonna get Wind is gonna get the skill one. I think Wind's gonna get the skill one. I think Dark's gonna get the auto one, and I think now that we've gotten a weird one for Earth, I think Water's gonna get the other weird one. That's what I think's gonna happen. Hope Dark gets a good high level character before I lose my mind trying to make a Dark Exo solo. Oh, true to be honest. Finn really does deserve something, bro. He is always there, unfortunately. Bro, they're not gonna get. It's not CA, bro. I'm telling you, nobody's getting CA. Nobody's getting CA, bro. Like it's something broken. Bro, you already got yours. You ain't getting nothing. They're cooking for Dark, I feel it. I really just spent 150 coronation rings without seeing a single max roll attack HP. These things suck. Wait, which one's coronation ring? Is that the red one? Which one's coronation ring? Oh, these? Oh yeah, those, bruh. Why you think these are at 5,000? Yeah, those things. If it's not red or above, don't expect none. Don't expect none. I think if Fedil got something more OG like a nuke, I'd make my Dark Madness all work. Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, nobody wants to play Fedil anymore that plays Dark. People have been trying to get rid of that character for like 3 years. They are so done with Fedil. Zephyr boxes, no Astros, I'm gonna kill myself. Months when her FLB brings her back to the meta. I feel that now that I understand Dark Hollow more. Yeah, people are so done with that character, bro. It's actually kind of funny too because seeing Fetio was literally the first dragon that came out, and she's the one that stuck around the longest. Isn't Fetio still meta? Yes, that's the problem. That's the problem. 2 of 8 Dark is gonna get rid of Fetio during 2025. 2026 and their freedom will last like 2 months. They're not free, bro. They're not free. Bro, I feel like this is the last 3 PBHLs. Got rid of Lich with great effort. We'll get Fetio soon. Why are people hating on Fetio? I mean, I don't think anybody hates Fetio. They're just bored. Because Fetio's been meta since she came out. And Fetio is how old? 4 years? People are tired of using a 4-year-old character. That's all. I hate Fetio. Well, you're weird. Dark is still suffering that Fed Lich tax. That's what the haters want you to believe, bro. Looks at personal. Fetio FLB would be lit though, not gonna lie. Bro, screw Fetio. Even though I love Fetio. Screw her. Thinking Shalim FLB, bro. Shalim FLB. No, like I hate Fetio because I didn't have her for years or anything. Baka Fetio. Screw you. Bruh. Shalim FLB coming soon to a game near you. Bro, can you guys kill these seeking raids? Olivia FLB soon. Who? Bro, Olivia's FLB came to Earth. Fetio was my first whale pull. Slim is so gonna save Dark. That's what I'm saying, bro. You have a soft spot for her. Alright, bro, I'm ending these PBHLs and then I'm ending the stream. Dang, exactly 70k. Exactly 70k. Fall 0, Mr. Streamer? Why? For what purpose would I do that? Have we already busted in Earth? I don't think she'll get another rusty unit. Mission failed, we'll get them next time. Yeah, bruh. The mission was cooked from the start. Truth is, you were known from the start. Anyway, that I think I'm thinking. I think I'm done, boys. I think I'm done. I may or may not stream tomorrow. I might actually try and hang out with some of my friends tomorrow, since seeking. Since Saturday's gonna be Guild War. Might hang out with them for the last time before I get sucked into that. So I don't know if I stream tomorrow or not. I'm gonna pulling out another element, so it's your time. Good stream, Miss Raylo. Bye, enjoy your day out. This guy got friends? Sure do. Sure looks like it, Paul. Anyway, I catch y'all on the flippy flip. Hi. You kept me awake on my shift. You're welcome. Alright, bye. See ya.